Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Payday, you want payday, I know that.
Canelo, are you ready? I was born ready.
Considered by many to be, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world today. 4-division, 5-time world champion.
Oh, look at this guy.
He is now boxing's first ever undisputed super middleweight champion of the world.
Damas y caballeros de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico.
¡Viva México, cabrones! You know my level, and you will see, because I'm gonna fuck out everybody.
You know, I mean, I would love to fight Canelo. I would love to show the world that I'm the best.
I want to get Canelo out here to Houston. Oh, Canelo, where your cojones at? Let's get it.
Payday, payday, you want payday, I know that. Man, you fight with nobody.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Listos pelos chingazos.
He smacked the shit out of Canelo in
Get
person.
the fuck out of here, man. Please. I'm gonna knock out this guy.
The coronation is complete. All hail King Canelo.
Mira, en este momento puedo hacer lo que yo quiera, ¿no?
Saul Canelo Alvarez.
SDS Promotions.
That's funny. You think that's funny?
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to your second edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Very special second edition. We don't usually get such big news to discuss on our second show, but it is breaking news. ESPN's Chava is reporting that Canelo's next two fights will be as followed. Jermall Charlo next in May, and Terrence Bud Crawford in September. So that's what we're here to discuss, man. Big time news without a doubt. Canelo's in a rock and a hard place. If you fight Terrence Bud Crawford, you're ducking David. If you fight David, you're ducking Terrence. If you fight both, you know, you still won't get the love and admiration, right? So this is what we're here to discuss. He's decided to give you guys his Slick Black Fighter Tour. You guys said he was on a Eurobum tour a couple years ago, so this time he's on a Slick Black Fighter Tour. And, you know, your favorite fighter doesn't have that many Slick Black fighters that he's fought. So, you know, you start adding up. And, you know, a guy like Canelo is making sure to tick all the boxes. You know, he started with guys like Austin, Trout, Eslandri Lara, Mayweather, you know, Daniel Jacobs. And then he fought Jermall Charlo. And now he's taking on the brother, giving people what they've been asking for a while. Now, I won't be a liar. Look, this is a fight that is past its sell date, right? Like, when we wanted Charlo was not when we're getting either of the Charlos. But I'm almost in a position where, you know, I'm like, whatever, I'm getting the one I wanted. You know, I wanted Bud Canelo. I'm into these super fights, you know. I'm into these, dare I say, circus fights that get the people's attention. But I do think that Bud is different. I think that his skills and the fact that Canelo isn't the biggest. I mean, you know, he tried punching on Bivol's bicep. That didn't work. The same game plan isn't always going to work for everybody. Just being the stronger, bigger guy doesn't always get you the win. Crawford is a highly skilled competitor. And listen, if he's really getting it in September, it gives him plenty of time and the ability to build himself into a 68-pounder from here to September. There's been no reports that he's going to get a fight in between. Canelo will stay busy and hope to get Crawford out of the ring past the year, right? Because he fought in July, and the September fight would push him way over a year of inactivity. So hopefully Crawford and his handlers can negotiate and secure a stay busy fight. Because if not, he would have been out of the ring, 14 months by the time this fight takes place in September? I don't know if his fans, the super fans, probably believe that's all he needs. And, he's accustomed to this. And Crawford's already only been fighting once a year. So many people may think this isn't even an issue. But we'll see. The phone lines are open. No reason for me to keep talking. This is what's taking place. Once again, according to ESPN's Chava, these are the fights that we're going to get next unless things change. Now, keep in mind, Oscar De La Hoya had been telling us that Jermall Charlo and Canelo was done, and he was hoping that maybe Jaime Munguia could slide in for September, jumping Benavidez. Now it looks like Bud Crawford jumps Benavidez and Jaime Munguia in that sweepstakes to get the Canelo Alvarez fight. But once again, keep in mind, the other day, Terrence was already sparring 168-pound Lester Martinez, a stablemate of his. It may make sense to stay out of the ring and just build yourself up the proper way to the super middleweight division. It's a big opportunity for Crawford. You can't walk away from it. But let's see what Brian Bomac McIntyre, what Red Spikes and Iso Dieguez could come up with for Terrence Bud Crawford when it comes to game plan. But this is a Canelo show. So are you happy with the choices that he's made? I mean, obviously there's been a lot of people that really wanted Canelo to fight Benavidez next. And he's not doing that. But remember, there were many people that were predicting Charlo, Earl Spence, or Charlo Benavidez, Earl Spence, or Charlo, Earl Spence, Benavidez. So don't be so quick to get mad that the welterweight got slid in when we all know we wanted Earl Spence, especially had he beat Terrence Bud Crawford. Now, don't be mad that the Rabbit got the gun and Terrence won the fight and he's getting the opportunity that was supposed to have been for Earl. You weren't mad when Earl was going to jump up and fight him. You wasn't mad when Al Haymon offered Canelo a fight at 164 to fight Earl. This is not anything new. This has been going on before they even agreed to fight Crawford. The Earl Spence and Canelo fight had always been there and been talked about. So just bringing it up so that you guys can be, fair. So that you guys can be fair when assessing what you want to do, what you want to say with Canelo's decision. But I got a counterpunch cutting the line. Tyron telling me to shut up, put me on. Hold up, champ. Let's see. Might have to reconnect.
Yo.
We hear you. We hear you. Talk to us.
Can you hear me, champ?
Yep.
Yeah, what's going on, man? How you feeling tonight?
I'm good. I'm not mad about the news, I'll tell you that. Look, Benavidez fans might be, but you can't get both, right? Like, I mean, you know, Canelo's done so much for us. I wasn't expecting him to fight Benavidez and Crawford. So, you know, we got one.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm honestly, man, to be honest with you, Ness, I'm not mad at all. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Canelo is the face of boxing. I was listening since the news dropped. I was listening to a couple, reports and little podcasts here and there. And one of the things that stood out to me, one guy was saying that Canelo doesn't mind the Puerto Rican Mexican fights. Well, duh, no shit. That's the biggest, rivalry in the sport. He's Mexican. Of course, he will welcome a Mexican Puerto Rican rival type fight. And then one guy was saying he's going out of his way to fight African American fighters. But last time I checked, Canelo was supposedly scared to fight African American fighters. He was avoiding fighting African American fighters. So now Canelo's fighting 3 black fighters back to back to back, like everybody wanted. Now it's an issue. I don't understand. You know what I mean? I remember when Canelo wanted to rematch Bivol. And Bivol wanted it at 68, while Canelo wanted it at 75, and people had a problem with that, saying Canelo didn't want the rematch. He was scared. There's so many narratives around Canelo. That's why I said Canelo prior shows was in a lose-lose situation, regardless of who he fights. He fight Magia or he fight David, then someone's going to say, oh, he's avoiding Crawford or hesitant to fight Crawford. Like one guy a few shows was saying that Canelo was hesitant to fight Crawford, which it doesn't even make sense. He's not hesitant to fight anybody. He's not scared to fight anybody. The Maul Charlo fight is going to be able to sell. Maul coming to try to avenge his little brother that Canelo beat up on, so you could sell that fight. And people been asking about the fight. It's later than where everybody wanted to, but let's not act like Floyd didn't do it, or let's not act like fighters before Canelo has done it. So and as well as far as David goes, I know a lot of people is going to make a lot of slack about he's not fighting David. Supposedly Canelo will have a 4th fight in the deal with PBC. That's what I've been hearing. Might not be true, but I can see Al offering Canelo after the 3-fight deal, like, hey, I got one more. I got a big fight with you and David next year. I can see that being made as well. So at the end of the day, man, Canelo could fight Jaime. Canelo could fight David. Canelo could fight anybody.
Let me ask you this, though.
Yeah, champ.
Why you think he don't want to fight David?
I don't want to see. It's hard. I don't think that he don't want to fight David. I just think that there's other money fights for him and big fights for him out there than just a David. Like, it's a lot of people pushing like, oh, the only big fight for Canelo is just David Benavidez, which is really not. Like,
all right, there's other big fights, but are they bigger than David? Like, is Bud Canelo bigger than David Canelo? Is Jaime Canelo bigger than David Canelo? Is Charlo Canelo bigger than David Canelo? That's really the question. Anthony, Georgia, counterpunch.
Hey man, what up? What up, man? Hey, the only one of these fights that I like is the Bud fight. I mean, what Maul is like? Is Maul okay? You know what I'm saying? Is this nigga all right? Like, somebody check on him. On God, like, this is, and we just serving him up right now. We don't even know if this nigga in the right headspace right now. You know what I'm saying? What is he even doing?
I mean, Al is his advisor.
Al,
Al's his advisor. Ronnie's his trainer. So if they put him in this fight, he must be, to some capacity.
Ready to go?
I don't know. I mean, ready to go. I don't know about ready to win.
Yeah, ready to get the check. And that's what this is about. Let's be real. It's some bullshit. Okay? And listen, can we not, like, have people running cover for Canelo just for one time? Oh, he does so much for boxing. Get the fuck out of here, bro. This is a sport. Like, we're you to defend the sport. You know what I'm saying? Talk about he did so much for the sport. Who cares how much he did for the sport? How about meritocracy? Who gonna stand on that? You know what I'm saying? Call and stand on that. Who gonna stand on the meritocracy of boxing? And if you don't know what meritocracy means, it means the order of things. Number one contender, number two contender, fighting real prime contenders that is ready to take your head off. That's how boxing is gonna live and prosper. You know, there's no fucking super champions on the other side. I promise you. There's only one champion in every weight class, and they're forced to fight the next guy. That's what prints the money. You want the green print? There it is. But we are, you know, going to pay for this fight. There's people that's going to pay for him to fight, Maul, for no reason. I want to see the Crawford fight just because I'm into that kind of thing. I like super fights. It's going to be a big fight. I want to see that fight. So I would be okay with it being on the tail end of either a David Benavidez or a Jaime Munguia fight. That would be what is right for boxing. But, oh, no, it's too tough. It's too tough for Canelo. Well, if you're not that dude, you're not that dude. Let's talk about some meritocracy. Let's talk about getting the sport in order, you know, not just pulling up how, you know what I'm saying? Where was John Ryder fitting into any of this? You know, he's already had the get-right fights.
John Ryder was a mandatory. You can't get mad that he fought a mandatory because
so was Benavidez. So is Benavidez. He's a handpicked mandatory.
All right, but Benavidez ain't due yet. It ain't due yet. He got all year like Devin.
You know, how long has he been the mandatory? Benavidez has been the mandatory for years.
They just
He's
ordered
already
it.
been the mandatory.
They just ordered it in Kazakhstan. Come on.
So we got. So you're saying he got 12 months. So you're saying that if he don't fight him in 12 months, he gonna get stripped.
Yeah,
you both know that.
He got to fight him. He got to fight him this year, or he gets strippied. I'm telling you, that's what Mauricio said.
They already got the next two lined up. He ain't fighting them.
He wanted to get an extension or something, but you know, Mauricio said what he said. You know, the order had already came down, so I don't see why. What would they do? You know, go back on that? AMG Chamaco, what up?
Hey, what's up, Ness?
What
Yo,
up,
man, appreciate you covering the story. My take on it is earlier. I don't know if it was one color before or two colors before. You were saying which fights were bigger than David. Definitely not Jermall. I think that's the worst one. I mean, everybody pretty much sees that's the layup and the worst one out of all of them. But I think Bud is a bigger fight commercially.
Truth be told,
and
it could be the worst one out of all. But like, look at what his brother did. The smaller brother. I think that's why we're in this fucking position, is because Jermall did 650 to 700,000.
I still think, well, shit. See, I don't know if Canelo David. I don't know that it breaks $1 million. It might be right around there, ballpark like Jermall. But that's Canelo selling the fight anyways. But I think Munguia is bigger commercially than David. But I would be cool with one of the sanctioning bodies stripping Canelo. I mean, I think that's fair too. Are they gonna do it? Probably not. Last caller was talking about the order of things. That's the problem, that nobody's gonna take charge to try to get this shit into order.
WBC has stripped them in the past. Remember?
Right, but he's got full year, right? So realistically, these fights are gonna go, and then he probably is gonna ask for a fucking extension. You know,
Devin has a full year
assuming.
too.
Yeah, nobody likes the Jermall fight. That's a layup. I like the Bud fight. It'll be a big, spectacle. And shit, if I'm David though, bro, like I'm a boxing fan in general, right? And I know a David fan is gonna say, or potentially think, save yourself because maybe you're next after these two fights. But bro, you gotta let that shit go. Like, go make a big fight with somebody. Make a big fight, like maybe with DeVoe or maybe with Beterbiev or somebody, right? Like, get your name out there and just say fuck Canelo and do your own thing. Maybe it comes back around, maybe it doesn't. But don't just sit there and fight. Who's the dude that they're trying to get him to fight? The dude that fought not Harper. The dude that fights Zurdo a long time ago.
Jesse Hart. I heard those.
Okay, like that's a bullshit fight for Benavidez. Benavidez is too good to be fighting a fucking Jesse Hart, in my opinion.
They're gonna give
so
him
like,
a pass.
don't do that, because now you're just making shit worse for boxing, in my opinion. If Canelo's not giving you the fight, Go make a badass fight yourself with somebody else. Don't just wait and fight.
The thing is that he
journeyman.
did that. He did that twice, and you guys didn't. You didn't represent. You hung him dry, bro. He gave you He gave you boo boo, and people didn't pay, bro.
That is true, and I don't know what the fuck that's about. Honestly, like he's not a big. It's crazy. He's big in the hardcores, but he clearly has not crossed over.
Nope.
I don't know. He needs some marketing or something.
Which is crazy with the whole Mexican monster Mike Tyson thing. You would think more people would be willing to pay, like $150 for the plant, and then or $175, excuse me, is what Dan reported for the plant, and then they're saying, very lower than that for the Yandre. I'd rather not even say, because if it's a lie, then I'm gonna look like a hater,
I think he's missing maybe like that old school Mexican market, maybe that's what he's missing. Because Munguia's got that. You should have seen after the press conference, post-fight for his fight, there's a lot of Mexican media there like, oh, what about Canelo? What about Canelo? So they're big on that fight. I know that shit's gonna do some numbers if it ever happens. But all right, man, that's my time.
All right, brother. We going to Adrian.
Hey, what's up, Ness? Thank you so much for letting me in the show, man. It's inevitable. It's D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore. Facts. Ness, I love this. I think it's great. It's great for boxing. He's gonna beat another brother down. He's beat brothers before. I think the revenge factor is gonna be there. He did great pay-per-view numbers with his brother, and it's gonna do great pay-per-views with this. And we got Crawford. Wasn't it last week that people were talking about that they wanted Crawford, Ness? Weren't they asking for that?
See.
Okay. So with David Benavidez, Ecuadorian guacamole, and Arizona son, they don't know where he's from. I'm going to tell you like this. Munguia just fought Ryder, and it was over 10,000 people that went in there. In Arizona, the staple of Benavidez. And not even Benavidez came to see the fight. Why? You could have hyped that fight for something. I feel like David Benavidez, yes, you can say that he deserves the fight. But what does he bring to the fight? What is the revenue to bring the fight? You could say Charlo already said Charlo's bringing some kind of revenue because his brother and Canelo, they made money. So, of course, the revenge factor is going to be there. Facts. So, Ness, do you think that David Benavidez brings a financial aspect into the fight?
I want to say, yeah. I mean, we've seen we've seen Gennady not do well on pay-per-view in the beginning until he fought Canelo. Like, we seen him only do 170 with Lemieux and only do 170 with Daniel Jacobs. Then he fought Canelo and he did his first million. So sometimes his dance partner, maybe David just needs Canelo. The same way Tank needed Ryan.
I could see that. But then I look at it, and we're talking about Triple G. I remember that era real good. I remember Triple G was a unified champion. He had almost all the belts, and he had a persona in him, just like we're talking about David Benavidez. But David Benavidez hasn't unified anything. He's been caught up with his weight loss or weight gains. He's caught up with cocaine. He's been caught up in a bad way that Triple G, you could compare, was never in that.
He's 27. He's 27 now. The coach, that was at 21, bro. Like, you what would you do? Like, everybody got their vice. Obviously, I smoke weed, but like, yo, when you 21 and you getting that type of money, like my man had millions in a Lambo at 21, bro. Like, shit could get ugly on these streets. You 21 with a Lambo.
I could see it like that, but even Canelo Alvarez was 21 and he still did what he did, and he never got exposed. I could see David Benavidez being like Fernando Vargas, fighting Tito Trinidad to a certain aspect. I'm saying Tito was proven a commodity, and Canelo was a proven commodity. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
All right. So I am screen sharing. People like, oh, where you getting this information from? This is ESPN's Chava. Salvador Rodriguez. You translate his post, clear as day. By the way, everything looks like it would be Charlo Crawford for Canelo in 2024 in that order. And then this is just Michael Benson, putting it in a cute little imagery for you, but saying the same thing and quote tweeting, tagging Chava. So, yeah, this is where the information is coming from. Hopefully, for the people that are mad, it's not true. And for the people that are happy, hopefully it is true, right? Rex, what up, Delaware?
Delaware in the building. That's what's happening. What's happening?
Another day, another show.
I heard that, my guy. I heard it. Well, hey, man, listen, man. I'm listening all the time. I know. Doug, I know you've been pushing for the Crawford fight for a long time, so I know you're happy as hell. I mean, I wanted to see it too, but I called in last week when the topic was Sugar Ray Leonard asking if anybody could do it, Bud could do it. And I called in and I said that, I agree, but at the same time, as long as it doesn't interfere with the Benavidez fight, I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing what I'm hearing. So, hey, man, like you said earlier, like that Jermall fight is water under the bridge. It's like 4 years removed. It's not when we wanted it. It's not when they were both at the top of their game. So I'm not really pressed about that fight. I mean, I would still like to see it, but I'd like to see it 4 years ago. To be honest with you, But man, listen, it's not about me being a Benavidez fan or this fan, because I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm a Bud Crawford fan. Like, I'm a big Bud Crawford fan. So if anybody wants to see that fight, of course I'd love to see it. But I just feel like Benavidez is a front runner. He deserves it, and that's a big fight. I think that fight outsells all of them. I could be wrong. That's just my personal opinion. I think that's the biggest fight money-wise for them to make. Like you said, it's about the dance partner. Everybody's calling for this fight. Just like we talked about before, people wasn't really calling for the Crawford fight. They wasn't really calling for it like we were, just the hardcores. Or for the Jermall fight. They were calling for this Benavidez fight, man. This is a huge fight, and I cannot believe it. I'd be upset if we don't get it, but I'd be happy about the Bud Crawford fight. But I feel like nothing should interfere with him fighting Benavidez, man. That's just my personal opinion. I can't get with it. I cannot. I feel like Jermall's going to take it. I know he's been winning that fight for a long time, but he's just not the same Jermall. And, he may feel like it's his time, but it's not his time. And it's not his fault when the man chose to give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, shit. At the end of the day, man, it's going to be what it's going to be. It's still two good fights lined up, but nothing to me is more bigger than that Benavidez fight, man. I want to see that fight so bad. And I really don't think it's a foregone conclusion of who wins that fight. That fight can go either way. It's a big fight. Us fight fans love big fights, competitive fights. Competitive is the key word here, brother. Competitive. You don't want to see no one-sided victories. You want to see competitive on paper at least, to the eye test at least. But at the end of the day, I'm not salty. I'd love to see this Bud Crawford fight, but I don't think anything should come before that Benavidez fight, bro. That's just my opinion. But hey, be tuned in either way.
Word.
Shout outs to you. Like, subscribe to the Boxing Voice. I'm out.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Listen, what can you do? What can you do? You damned if you do, damned if you don't if you're Canelo. I got a guy on the line that's called in consistently to say that Canelo is ducking Crawford. And then there was a guy on the line that jumped off that he was going to call in to say Canelo's ducking Benavidez. You know what I mean? It's like Canelo can't make y'all happy. There's one of y'all in every, boxing forum. He goes right, you wanted him to go left. He went straight, you wanted him to go right. You know what I mean? It don't matter. Johnny Thunder, let's go. Johnny, down under, going once. Jay Will, talk to me. Drew, they dropping like flies.
What up? What up? How's my audio?
Straight.
All right, let's hit my counter. So tonight's gonna be the show. I just want to say thank you, Canelo, for giving the FBA brothers a chance to make millions. You creating generational wealth and supporting black businesses. Shout out to Canelo. Hey, Ness, remember when you cooked that one dude, Ari, when he said Canelo was going on that Euro bum tour and you named up all the champions and all the resume he had to do to get undisputed?
Mm-hmm.
And they said he was ducking guys like the fights that they're rumored to have today. You remember that?
Yep.
So it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't moment. I'll be real. I don't like the Charlo fight. I'm not buying that shit. That ain't pay-per-view worthy. Canelo knows that. But I love that Crawford fight. I've been saying that's some historical ass shit. That's legit. Two first ballot Hall of Famers fighting each other. And that's when's the last time we seen that? Like on the pound for pound fighters, not counting Fury and Usyk. Those are
I
heavyweights.
guess Triple G Canelo is the last time we seen that, right?
Yeah, and that was a big fight. And a lot of callers are saying this. No one's going to be happy. It's boxing. Not everybody's going to get what they want. But the Crawford Canelo fight is a bigger fight than David. Two different fan bases, and it has crossover appeal. People don't realize what Munguia though. Like the Canelo, the Munguia had all the Mexican press coming over here. That's just going to get louder and louder. David looked mad. I know Danny went back and forth with us, mad that we pointed out that how you going to let Munguia sell more in your own city than you? So we gotta stop this like nonsense that like Munguia, that David is this legit huge B-side when Triple G was doing triple the pay-per-view numbers David did with Plant or Andrade. Like David is a cool B-side. Like I want to see the fight too. But this notion that David demands some purse split from Canelo and not a flat fee. Caleb got 10 million because he had the belt, right? If he didn't have the belt, what was gonna shoot? Come on, bro. So David need to carve out his own lane. He need to go up to either 75. I don't want to see Jesse Hart. Who's Jesse Hart, bro? Like, fight a puncher. You talking that stuff? Go fight Anthony Yard at 175. Go fight anyone of the, go fight the Nail. Go fight Gvozdyk at 75. Build your rep up there since you said better be than Biovo or easy knockouts. But like I said, I don't really like the Charlo fight. That's not pay-per-view worthy. I don't care how they stack the undercard. I'm paying for the pay-per-view event, for the main event. I don't like that. But that Crawford Canelo, sign me up. That's the fight right there. You could put that, Ness, you could put that at the what's the new arena in Vegas that everybody's dying to go to?
Allegiance?
No, that special new arena that they built with
the Sphere. The Sphere.
The Sphere. Tell me that ain't a Sphere fight, Ness.
I mean, I hope they actually give us the Raiders Stadium if they're gonna do Crawford and.
Yeah, no, I do too. I would appreciate. I would like that. Mm-hmm. But that's the type of big fight where you're gonna get two different fan bases. All these David Benavidez fans that's not Mexican, where they at when it comes time to get the pay-per-views or the gate?
Champ,
so let's call it what it is.
You gonna run them back to back?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You running them back to back?
No. I'll come back in later.
All right. Shout out Drew, J. Will.
Yo.
Oh, look at him all chipper today.
Yeah. Getting what I want, man. Yo.
You still ain't gonna give Canelo his credit.
Stop it, Ness. Don't do that, man.
You ain't gonna defend him from the other callers that's calling him a duck because he fighting Bud and not Benavidez.
Well, and this is why, like, I'm always the one saying the Crawford fight because I've accepted that he's not going to fight Benavidez. Before the Mel fight, when Sean Porter, Paulie, and I think Roy Jones, we got several people on record saying Canelo's probably not going to take that fight. And so when all these boxing pundits kept saying it, man, I accept it. Plus, we got history with Mayweather not wanting to fight the young bulls like Keith Thurman and all that. So, I get that. But my only thing with that was, hey, bro, get out the way, Canelo. Give up the belts if you're not going to fight the man. He's been your mandatory for a while. He even went through your whole matchmaker scheme, and you still don't want to fight him. So just give up the belts and get out his way. That's my only thing. Now, I still think he could have did better than Jermall for like a touch-up because, Jermall's in bad shape. And that's not even he might stop Jermall within 3 or 4 rounds. For real. I think the Bud fight is really epic. I like your suggestion for The Raider Stadium, that's going to be, man, that would be fire. That would be, that would be dope. I would definitely be out for that fight for sure. But yeah, man, you can't really. Me as a boxing fan and me knowing boxing history, I can't blame Canelo for not taking the Benavidez fight if he's going to give me the not Jermall Crawford, but the Bud Crawford fight. And I see it like this, man. He knows he will lose to Benavidez. Hell, I think David Morrell stops him. I won't say stop him, but I think David beats him. They too big, too fast, and too young. And, he's not the same Canelo. I mean, that's just evident. So I can understand the man not want to go out being stopped or taking a tough L to one of those young, bigger guys. And if you're going to fight Crawford, man, that's all I can ask for. And yes, he'll get full credit from me if he beats Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford's the number one pound for pound, been number one for years. He beats Bud, he gets credit. And that's all I can say, man. But I'm happy. I'm geeked. I'm getting what I want. And yeah, man, that's really my call, man. No hate today. No hate.
Yeah, because he gave you what you wanted. But that always happens. He always gives boxing fans what they want. But
Don't you lie, Nev.
somebody always got something bad to say. See, you on the flip side, you like what you getting. Let me introduce you to Johnny, who ain't gonna like what he getting.
Hey Ness, what's up?
What's up, Johnny?
So Ness, I'm confused. Can you help me out? I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
In your headline here, you have Canelo fights Crawford, Jermall, leaving David Benavidez fans super mad.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now I'm thinking, if Canelo does do that, and his 4 out of his last 5 opponents never fought at 168. Shouldn't that leave every single serious boxing fan super mad? 4 out of 5. Is that unprecedented in history, Ness?
Yeah, I
think
mean,
it
you
is.
living out a stat, though.
What?
You leaving out one stat.
What's that?
That stat is that those are all champions.
Okay. Rolly Romero's a champion. Let's drag him up.
It doesn't matter. When Floyd Mayweather tells you he fought and beat 24 champions, does he tell you who they are, or does he tell you he fought and beat 24? And the next person to do that, I believe, is who? Inoue, maybe? He comes close. No, Inoue's got 13. I think so. Oh, yeah, Canelo. Canelo's second, right? He's second after Floyd. So he's just breaking records.
I know, but that's why that statistic, that's bullshit. You sell that to the casuals. Oh, he beat these champions, and you're ignoring he dragged this guy up 2 divisions? 3 divisions? Now, this dude said, this last caller, right? I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be giving full credit. Full credit to the 168-pound champ for beating a fucking welterweight. I mean, what's happening here?
Number 1 first ballot Hall of Fame welterweight, though.
Can't forget all still, he's a welterweight. End of the day, I mean,
just like Duran was a lightweight, just like fucking Sugar Ray was a welterweight. You just don't want history to repeat itself. I get it. You're mad, but don't act like it hasn't been done. Don't act like Canelo was out here fucking reinventing the wheel.
He is a reinventing the wheel. 4 out of 5. 21 pounds.
I didn't know
21 pounds.
I didn't know he came before Sugar Ray Leonard.
Go. Sugar Ray Leonard didn't go up fucking 3 divisions.
Oh, no, you're right. It was Duran. It was Duran that went up 3 divisions, but Leonard started at 47, remember?
Take care of David and you can fight Inoue. How about that? I don't care. Take care of business with the number 1 dude. And this narrative now, Munguia's a bigger draw than David Benavidez. David's had bigger gates, bigger crowds, more significant fights, and his pay-per-view. Yet apparently Munguia's a bigger draw now than David Benavidez. Everybody's capping. Everybody's losing their minds, man.
You're capping. Listen, because your stats are wrong, brother. David Benavidez did slightly under 10,000 versus Boo Boo in his last pay-per-view that didn't do well.
What was the gate?
Slow down. So what does it matter that you're on pay-per-view if you're selling 60,000? Like, why even say that? You know what I'm saying? And what does it matter if you're in your own hometown? You're only doing 9,500 tickets? Like, come on, champion.
He's still, the gates are bigger. He did a reported $3 million gate versus Plan.
Your gate is
13,000. They sold out Vegas.
Your gate is bigger.
13,000. You're comparing it to Munguia, man.
Listen, brother.
Come on.
Brother, you got to be fair in this argument. Your gate is bigger because you got David Benavidez, a former champion, current interim, versus former two-time champion Boo Boo Andrade. You talking about, and hear me out, bro. Digest this. You talking about Munguia coming from Tijuana, fighting a fucking UK dude in Benavidez's backyard, doing more ticket sales. Of course, they're not the same price, because guess what? It's not the same caliber of opponent as David Benavidez. But look, man, I schooled you enough. You got to get better stats, champ. LV.
TBV,
Straight.
Yeah, man. It is what it is. You know what I mean? This kind of the route I expected Canelo to go. You know what I mean? We all see what David's been doing. Just look like he's unstoppable at 168, man. But ever since he lost that title, I just feel like he's been doing everything right to get back at that opportunity at Canelo, at least a belt. You know what I mean? So I just feel like if Canelo ain't gonna fight him, I think the WBC need to get on their job and make a Mando and give the Canelo the opportunity to either defend it or drop the belt, man. Benavidez has been doing everything right to get back and get that opportunity at a big fight. So
Canelo got 12 months. Y'all keep calling for a strip. He could fight Benavidez in December. He got 12 months to defend that belt.
I mean, we'll just see how everything play out, man. But like I said before, Charlo did deserve his shot at Canelo before Benavidez at 160, but at the same time, it's not an act of Charlo, man. We all see what he did against Benavidez. You know what I mean? He did what he had to do, got the win, but I just would have wanted a more active Charlo before he just got in there with Canelo. But, I mean, you can't turn down a big payday like this. You know what I mean? So go ahead and go for it. Try to that'll be great. But at the same time, man, it's just inactive Charlo. I don't know how much of a shot he really got. But one thing I could say, and Canelo, all his losses, even the one draw against Triple G, all those guys had great jabs. One thing about it, in order to beat Canelo, I think you got to have a good jab, and I feel like Big Charlo Jermall had when he's active, he got one of the better jabs in boxing. But like I said, the inactivity is definitely gonna hurt. So I'm gonna be pulling for him, if he get the fight. But I just don't know how much of a shot he really got against an undisputed guy, Canelo, man. But like I said, I'll be pulling for him. But in the Crawford situation, I think that's a huge event. You got the number one pound for pound guy just coming off two-time undisputed. Then you got Canelo, a top 5 pound for pound guy. I think that's just a huge event. I definitely think it's good to get the casuals talking, get the boxing world excited. But at the same time, man, that's 3 weight classes. You know what I mean? Like, that's unheard of. To jump up 3 weight classes and go, not just going to anybody, you going for the undisputed guy. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll pull, like I said, just with Jermall, I'm going to pull for Crawford. Hopefully he can get the job done, but I'm not exactly sure how successful he's going to be jumping up 3 weight classes. Wilder did what he did against Fury in the third fight, gained all that weight.
That is
and I never.
Yo, Drew from Twitter said that Johnny is some dude on a burner account. I don't know him previously to Johnny. He been calling in here as Johnny from Down Under with the Australian voice, but he's been mad that David. He sensed David wasn't getting his shot. I do feel bad for people. I even feel bad for Benavidez because I know them personally. That would have been great. I could have went and checked them out in camp. But I also, you feel me, can't be mad because I wanted Canelo Crawford. Like, I'm sorry. Bo Rogers, what up?
What's going on, Ness?
Chilling.
Hey.
Bo, give me 1 second. Get your mic together. I ain't going nowhere. Real quick, I just saw this Cash App came in a while ago. $2 Cash App from my man William. He says 2 more champs Canelo can have to pass Floyd. That's what I'm saying. And it's all about that, man. Like, Haymon need to get on his 50-0. Like, records were meant to be broken. That's Floyd's own words. Bo Rogers, what up?
Yeah. I think I just want to see them fight. You know, I don't really care who Canelo fight, what order. But if we're gonna go by that, he giving me what I wanted. I wanted him to fight more black guys. That was, you know, it ain't his fault if when the time come around now that they ain't ready. But I think Jermall got a good 12 rounds in with Benavidez. He should do all right with Canelo. He's still the bigger man in the ring. He still got a great jab and stuff. So Canelo couldn't put Jermall out. So I ain't got no problem with it. But I do want him to fight Crawford because I want him to beat Crawford ass because he's gonna expose Crawford because Crawford really ain't never fought nobody when they was at their best. But I'm gonna give him credit. But you know that getting those belts have got people giving people credit to guys that really ain't that good. And it just burns me up. You know, like he had some easy routes to them undisputed belts. And he caught the guys at the right time. But Crawford really still ain't did nothing. Like Canelo told y'all, like told you about David, like he told you about Andrade. He fight nobody. You know, he fought one good guy. That's what Canelo said. People was laughing at it when he told Andrade that. Now he said that about Crawford. And he's going to expose Crawford. Crawford really ain't did nothing. Spence was really, you know, Spence was himself. He would have did a better thing. But he was catching him with some good shit. You know, that lick that, you know, Crawford won't get out the way of it at the beginning until he realized that lick that he said he realized he didn't have that much power or whatever. Then that's when he knew long night. You know, if he hit Canelo with that, Canelo going to eat that shit up. Go to his body. You know, he going to try to run. It's going to really be a boring fight. He's going to be running, trying to stay away from Canelo. I don't want to see it. Really, I want to see it because I want him to beat Crawford ass for being a fraud. He's scared. You got to beg him to fight. Really, what he need that dude over there, your excellency. That's who need to go over there and fight somebody. Because he don't really want to do nothing. You got to beg him to always get in the ring. Crawford, you going to fight this for you going to fight. Jermall went up in weight to fight Canelo. He lost to Canelo, the baddest man out there. Now because he lost to him, you don't want to fight him. You didn't want to fight him in the first place. You just clout chaser. You know, I don't like guys like that.
But ain't Canelo the better fight? He don't want to fight Charlo. He fighting Canelo, the dude that beat Charlo. What the fuck?
Yeah. No, I'm saying I want him to fight Canelo. I want him to fight Charlo. Big Charlo called him out too. I don't know if he can beat Jermall, to be real with you. If they,
he gonna double back. He gonna double back. He gonna double back to Mel after he beat Canelo for y'all, man. We got Supermax with a $2 super chat. He says, give us Bud versus DSG at 54 or 60 in the meantime. Hands up emoji. Yeah, I don't mind that. Like, if Bud ain't fighting Canelo till September, he should certainly fight somebody in the meantime. All that waiting around, I don't get it. Unless the plan is to just work out for fucking 9 months to build yourself to strong super middleweight. I don't know. Not my job title. Ringside Ted, welcome to the prospect level. We about at 356 likes, and that's the issue. See, this is exactly why my live chat is locked, because y'all stingy as fuck with free likes. So, in the meantime, I've been doing 500 likes, and then we unlock the live chat. So, there's 800 of you over here watching. Hit that like button, and then we'll open that up for free. We got El Chapo. Welcome to the prospect level. We going out to Fats. What it do, Baltimore?
I said that. Where the ace at? Where the ace at?
Yo,
what up?
Shout out to that last caller, man. That was one of my favorite hate calls I've never heard, man. That was a hate call for real. That was a hate call for real. But Ness, man, you a man fan, yo. What color the pom poms? What color the pom poms, man?
Green Bay Packer colors, because that's Bud's favorite team.
No, you're a man fan for Canelo. What color the Canelo pom poms?
How?
What you mean? How? I see Canelo next fight fire emoji. Charlo Crawford.
Yeah, the fire emoji because he giving me the fight. I wanted Crawford. You knew you was listening to the show.
Oh, you don't want David? You don't want David?
I mean, I wanted Crawford. I got one of the ones I wanted. I ain't that mad.
Excuses. You ain't a real boxing fan. Like
why? Because I ain't want the dude in the division over Crawford.
Breath, hold on. You justifying Canelo, but then you throw shade to Tank. And that's
how
what I'm
so?
saying. You don't say how so you know
how,
so.
How
don't
so?
Act like you don't know.
How so?
Like
see this the difference. Fast. You went down the wrong street. You should have got out of Baltimore. This the issue with your analogy. Tank not Canelo. And I'm gonna say that calm. I ain't gonna yell and curse.
It don't matter.
Tank not Canelo. Nor is he Canelo in his division either. Like even if we want to play around, like well, he is the Canelo compared to everybody. All right, well he still ain't Canelo in his own division.
Is he not ducking David like it appears that Tank is ducking? Tank?
Nah. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. He goes see. Dan, that's crazy that you one of the Tank fans that chose this analogy. I'm going to kill y'all early, though, starting with you. So here's the difference. When the last time did Benavidez spar Canelo?
I don't even know if they ever sparred.
Exactly.
Who cares?
He ain't never sparred, not once, let alone twice, plus lose money, walk out the TMT gym laughing that they beat you up for money, that they stopped you. So that's just two things right there that's different between Tank and Canelo and Benavidez Haney situation. Cool. Now, the fact that Canelo and Haney are the same person because it's Haney that undisputed in Tank's division, remember? It ain't the other way around. So, Tank Benavidez should be wanting to fight at Haney Canelo, but he never did. Remember, he told you on the Vlad interview, I ain't asked for them fights. So you just got bad analogies all the way around the board.
No, time out. So hold on, let me respond.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
So we bringing up practice. I don't care about.
No. That's history. That's history. That ain't practice. That's history. That's a reason for you to want to fight me. I already got the best of you.
You didn't.
Yeah, I already got the best of you. The world already know. All the people that train in the gyms know. They know the rumors is out.
And then you bringing up. There's another thing. How you a man fan? Then you bringing up. Oh, David don't sell. Didn't they say Haney just did 30,000 pay-per-views? Like you're not saying that for him. You're not saying that for him. I'm not saying
I ain't say
either.
David don't sell. I said the caller. I said don't bring up. Remember, I was debating the caller. See, this is why fighters don't like me. Okay. I'm debating the caller who says, well, David the one on pay-per-view. I said, yo, don't bring that up when his numbers ain't good. That's like me saying, Haney a pay-per-view star. You gonna tell me, bro, but he did 55,000. Let's just be real. All I did was say the same thing y'all have said to me if I say Haney a star or Haney on pay-per-view. It don't matter if I say he a star or if I say Haney fought on pay-per-view. Somebody gonna be like, yo, come on, champ. He only did 55,000. He only belong on pay-per-view. So don't do that.
He running from David, Ness.
No, you're right. Tank running from Haney. Tank running from Haney.
Yeah, he is.
Let me ask you something. Here go another reason I'm gonna kill more Tank fans. Hold on. I'm gonna kill more Tank fans. Here's another reason why Tank and Canelo situations is not different with Haney and Benavidez. You ready for this one? Ain't no turkey a la Sheik trying to give me the most money I ever made guaranteed, okay? Let's because a lot of y'all Tank fans, y'all delusional. Y'all think that the $40 million he made was a guarantee. No, that was after all the calculations of the pay-per-view. So we talking about guarantee. We talking about turkey a la Sheik. His Excellency trying to give you the most money guaranteed you ever made in your life. And you still said no. You still said no. There ain't no bigger duck than that. You know that. I know that. Don't make him want to beat me up.
Your boy Canelo pulling strings. He's saying you better not send me no offer to fight that boy over there.
We'll see. Listen. The difference between Canelo and Tank again. The difference between Canelo and Tank again is Tank already said the sanctioning bodies can't control me. If they try to mandate, I'm going to just vacate. Tank already was in the WBC #1, and he said, I ain't going that route. He could have fought Haney. This is what I'm saying. Like, you making stuff up, but it's cool.
Do Canelo not control the WBC?
He got 12 months to end of December to defend that belt versus Benavidez. If he ducked that belt, if he dropped that belt, then he ducked. And it's clear as day. But all I know is Tank was #1 WBC, and then he all of a sudden chilled out in the WBA. And then I also know Tank was the regular belt, and all he had to do was say, Mendoza, I want a shot at Haney. But we know he ain't never activate that. So, like, you know, you calling to talk about the wrong person.
I exposed you.
Yeah, I know. I exposed you too, though. I exposed all your double standards.
Negative.
All right. You feel satisfied with the time because I know I was debating with you, so I don't want you to feel like you ain't get to talk.
No, you good. I put you in a body bag already.
Yeah, right. We'll let the callers decide, but I'm pretty sure you're not even breathing anymore. Tip, what up? See, they forget all that stuff. They like to talk about Canelo, but the thing is, Canelo, again, he about to fight 2 champions. We announcing he fighting 2 champions. I wish Tank fight 2 champions. You know what I'm talking about? Like, stop comparing Canelo to these dudes that wish they accomplished what Canelo accomplished. Tip, you going to what? Hold on, I think Cliff sent something. You might get ditched. Oh, we got numbers. He sent that counter. What up?
Mic check, mic check.
1 2 1 2.
What's good with you, Ness? Shout out hardest man working in boxing. You feeling it today, man? You giddy today? You feeling the energy today?
Bro, honestly, I ain't think we was gonna get this fight. Like, you gonna see how big this fight gonna be for the community of boxing. Like, I mean, I hate that it's the last fight, so you know it's gonna take a while to get that Crawford Canelo hype. But yeah, I'm actually hyped. Like, I like that fight.
And see, I agree with you there. Like, I'm interested in that fight. It's gonna be interesting where, you know, the limitations of the athletic body, where how much speed can you keep if you go up and wait for Crawford? How much longer can Canelo fight, you know, top quality? Because that last caller, who sounds like he's calling through those voice distortion machines, you feel me? Like, I just feel like we got a lot of feds up in this caller chat or something, because some of their calls are just hateful, bro. Crawford ain't fought nobody. I'd just cut it. You feel me? Play the cut it music. But you know, so I'm not even mad at that fight, man. What I'm upset, what I'm disgusted, what I'm hurt by is the fact that we once again see Al's skinny, like, dementor ass fingers manipulating the sport of boxing, and where the best money fight for PBC would be David, bro. It'd be David, and now we got to deal with Charlo and Jermall.
Wait. I gotta ask some questions because the last time that's what somebody said that. The last time I said that. So you feel confident saying that David Benavidez versus Canelo does more numbers than David versus Terrence Bud Crawford? I mean, Canelo versus Crawford.
Than Canelo versus Jermall. Especially after Jermell's towing.
Okay, so you saying he should have gave us David and Crawford.
Yes, I believe that fight should have been ordered, because look, like I was feeling this confidence where it's like Canelo been showing y'all, Canelo been fighting everybody we want to fight. That was quality. And so I didn't really have a doubt in my mind. The only thing where I'm like taking a step back is like, what if His Excellency also has his hands where he's like, I want that fight in Saudi, the David Benavidez Canelo fight. That would make sense. Because where I'm going now with this with David Benavidez is, how are you gonna let another man show up in your hometown allegedly and outsell you and pretty much I would think it's a better performance than what he did with
I mean, technically, it's not his hometown. Like, he don't even live there, man. He live in Seattle right now.
It's a lot of iffies. It's a lot of what ifs. And is he really from there with David Benavidez? Like, man, you don't know how much. Like, I'm tired of arguing with Baby Joker. Is he Mexican or is he not Mexican? Like, there's just a lot of uncertainty. And with Haymon, you don't get that uncertainty. You get a Mexican star right? Because like the last caller was saying, bro, Univision, Telemundo, they was all up in that fight, man. TV Azteca, all them other little media outlets. I don't want to say little, but hey, my bad, man. Thank you. I'm on the phone. So I think even that fight, like, let's say if Benavidez was there at the Munguia fight, that shit would have just made it more hype. That shit would have made, made it more popular. He watched it from home. He watched it. He looked like he was ducking. So, and what we don't know is how is Benavidez negotiating, right? Is he outpricing himself? Is he demanding too much? Like, did he trust an Al when
Nah. Because
you know what I mean?
we've heard
Like what's
David.
going on?
We've heard his father say that they would take short money for that fight. He said that plenty of times. I highly doubt that they somehow,
So what do you think
outprice
is going on
themselves. I
with the
mean,
Charlo fight? Because the Charlo fight's some bullshit.
you honestly triggered a very like I didn't think of that. Maybe Canelo and his team are trying to be just as smart as everybody else. Maybe they trying to be Tank instead of saying give me 2 Ferraris. Maybe they's like, yo, I know if I don't give them this fight, maybe the Turkey El Sheikh pays for. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
You said
he's
it,
Al
not me.
Heyman in. Yeah, he's Al Heyman and Al Heyman. You feel me? So I just wanted to get that out there, get that off my chest because there's a lot of you know, I mean, look, the Crawford Canelo fight, that's a superstar fight, man. Like, you say circus, people say circus. I don't think it's circus. I think it's a superstar fight. It's gonna all, that stadium's gonna sell out wherever it's at. You're gonna have A-listers at the fight. That's a classic night of boxing because the casuals, they don't care about weight classes. Can they make the weight? Can they, can they make the fight? That's what the casuals care about. It's us hardcores that care about the weight class and the order of the sport. This sport has no order. This sport is organized chaos. And so I'm not mad at it. I'm excited about it. I don't know who I'm gonna pick yet, because I fuck with Crawford, I fuck with Canelo, but I'm not a man fan. I'm a fan of the sport, and this is good for the sport. Shout out TVV.
Appreciate you. We got 25,000 Paraguayan dollars for a super chat. He said, shout out to Ness, man. You've been doing this so long. One of the OGs. The original. Shout out to you, Lawrence King. Where the fuck are you, Lawrence? You had me Googling this fucking currency and shit. It's like some, what it said? Something, I don't know. Unbiased Brim, what up? He ain't gonna be happy. Actually, Unbiased Brim, you gotta give me a second. Fuck, where's Cliff? Yo, give me a second, Unbiased Brim. Actually, I gotta get the Cliff, man. He's got a counter punch. I'll be right back to you.
For sure.
Cliff, what up?
Yo.
You.
I ain't even gonna beef with you today, but shit, nigga been here at 7 p.m. Nigga started 5-10 minutes late, 7:10 p.m. And I added this in the cash app because niggas just ain't want to fuck with me. They skipped over me, but it's all good. I see what I gotta do to get on. If I gotta pay like I weigh, I'm gonna pay like I weigh so I can stay.
Stop
hey, yo.
lying.
I'm lying. Please, whatever. We ain't, like I said, we ain't gonna go there. Hey, yo. You for one, I give Canelo like a B because he started the game. He could have took easy. He could have took medium or hard. He took medium. He took Charlo and he took Crawford. Both fighters that I feel like he hedging his bets. He knows and thinks he could win these fights, but if he sleep, he could get slept.
Bro, ain't that how you supposed to move? What the fuck?
What the fuck you mean? Is that how you supposed to move?
Yo,
no, so
bruh,
what are you saying? That's that if you think you can't win, you ain't supposed to.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But don't people look at Benavidez like, ooh, I see that I could beat him? Like Mikey, he looked at Earl and said, I see something. Like all I'm saying is the exact words you're using are what competitors use when they see something, a flaw, deficiency in the person they think they could beat. Like, that's why you think you could beat him.
Yo, what you just said was the total opposite of competitiveness. You go talking
What?
about, I see.
Mikey
Yeah, let me
Garcia
explain.
literally
Let me
said.
explain. I don't give a fuck about
All
that.
right,
Let me explain.
all right, all
I
right.
heard you. You don't gotta say it again. I heard you.
Mhm.
Hey yo, you and no disrespect to Charlo, but you wait for the man to be like slumped off acid and Percocets, and now you seen the fucking weakness. You want to fight him, and that's competitiveness.
Ain't that
Get the
Al
fuck out of
fault?
here,
Ain't that Al fault? If he slumped,
because
if he
Al didn't
slumped
tell
off
that nigga to
pills
pick up any
and
drugs,
whatever,
nigga.
get him off the fucking stable. Then why you got him as an active fighter? Don't you think? So wait a minute. Who the
Hey, yo,
boss?
hold on, Ness.
Is it
Hold on.
Canelo
Wait a minute.
or is it fucking Al? Who writing up the offers, Cliff? Tell the
Nigga,
audience.
don't
Tell the audience.
Canelo's the boss. I thought they work for the fighter.
The fuck? So Canelo sends himself the offers, huh? I guess he called Al and said, Al, I sent myself an offer.
That's what I don't like about you boxing media and the boxing fighters. Y'all all run a Ponzi scheme so y'all can spin the shit whenever you want to spin the shit where it works for fucking you. Well, 1 minute they work for the fighters, the next minute now the promoter is the boss.
My bro, let me ask you something. I'm gonna answer you. Who the one got to deal with Amazon, Canelo or Al?
Look at Al, man. You gotta ask me dumbass questions and stand on it like you really making a fucking point. Go ahead.
It's a dumb question. So who got to put on shows for Amazon, Canelo or Al?
Whatever, Ness. Then don't ever say that
Answer
they
the
work
question.
for them again.
Answer the question.
Al.
Okay.
Nigga, I see where you're going with
if
it.
Al got a duty to Amazon to put on big fights and show them that he's the fucking man, do he want to get Canelo beat? Or do he want Canelo to fucking make big time events? So you blaming Canelo when you know who pulling the strings. You know who pulling the strings. You fucking know.
I know who's pulling the strings, but I know who's supposed to pull the strings and who can, and who is the fucking fighter and who works for fucking who. Canelo is willing to accept a fight versus Charlo, but if Al would have sent them over Benavidez, he would have said no, Al, and now he the boss again, right?
The issue is, Cliff.
That ain't the fucking issue.
The issue is you yelling and we arguing and we don't even know if Al sent the offer with the name David. Come on, man. You don't know that.
That's
you sitting here yelling.
Point.
You sitting here yelling and getting upset.
Oh my God.
How is it beyond the point? How is it beyond the point?
Talk on your level to reach
the man could only fight who Al sent an offer for.
Get the fuck out of here. So if he requests a PBC,
nah, you good. I'm gonna get it. I'm pausing your time. You do your thing. I can't interrupt with people that don't see logic.
Yeah. So then you should just pause your fucking self then, because if Canelo Alvarez requested a motherfucking fighter on that stable in his weight class, do you think I would tell him no? If he was like, yo, I want Benavidez, this is who I want, I stand on that. You think the fucking Al's gonna say, no, you can't have him? Get the fuck out of here. You saying anything. Yo, Canelo took the medium route. Charlo looks very weak right now, and he possibly
so what you saying is Tank then?
Beat Charlo.
You saying it's Tank then? Because if
I ain't mentioning Tank.
I'm just saying. You saying Canelo is axing or not axing, and I'm telling you it's Al offering, and you saying no. You got to be the boss. Canelo could go in there and say, I want David.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, you just literally said Canelo could go in there and say, I want David. And what is Al going to do? Say no? Ain't that what you said? Don't you lie.
That was a response to you saying Al's the boss and Al pulls all the strings. Like if Canelo has no say.
Exactly.
If Canelo had
so
a
your
request,
response,
then Al would fuck with him.
So your response, your response was that Canelo could ask for the fight, correct?
Let the callers be clear what I'm responding to.
Okay.
My response to what?
Your response was that Canelo can ask for the fight. Yes or no? Yes or no?
My response to what? Is Al Haymon calling all the shots because he's the boss, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here. He is the boss. But Canelo is a star beyond the power of the boss.
So again, since you avoiding the question, since you avoiding the question, I'm going to ask it again. Who is sending the offers?
Al is probably sending the offers,
Okay.
but Canelo wants to fight Charlo because he sees that he's soft and he's weak. He wants to fight Bud because Bud is way lighter than him. So he's taking the medium
since you
difficulty instead of taking hard or expert.
Since you know what he wants and why he's fighting the guys he's fighting, tell us how much was the offer?
I don't know what he wants, but I know what the fuck. I don't know what he wants, and that's what I know what he don't want.
Oh, how do you know that? Because you know that Al offered him the David fight.
He didn't get that. Because he didn't get that fight. He's not campaigning for that fight. He's not talking about it the way Devin talks about Tank. We know he don't want that fucking fight.
Okay, so I thought we wasn't bringing up Tank.
You right.
I thought we wasn't bringing up Tank. Because Tank don't talk about Devin. Tank don't talk about Devin.
Tank don't want the fight.
Oh, but ain't Tank advised by Al? Ain't Tank advised by Al? Same person that motherfucking Canelo's advised by?
They both don't want the motherfucking fight. They both suck a duck ass niggas. Bring it back.
All right, well, so, keep that same energy. Then that's all I wanted you to do. If one a duck, they all a duck.
Not all of them is ducks. Canelo is ducking David. Tank is ducking Devin.
All right.
Yes, for sure though.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see.
What about Shakur? What about
one ain't
Shakur?
ducking the other. Shakur, we're not talking about him. Whatever, man. Fuck Shakur. Let's just talk about what we got here. Yo, this nigga's taking an easy road, and now you want to be like you're happy about it because he's fighting Crawford. Fine, I wanted him to fight Crawford, so I'm happy about it too.
So then why you mad coming at me? You a hater, bro. You can't get both.
I'm only coming at no.
Motherfucker want both. Like Canelo some sort of robot.
No. Nah, listen, I'm not mad at Canelo. Reason why I'm mad at Nestor is because Ness likes to spin shit and he accepts shit when it works for him. That's why Fast Call came in and said use a fan of man. Because when shit works for you, you fuck with it and you'll manipulate the narrative so that it seems to be okay.
Wait,
but it's not okay, my nigga.
Okay.
And when it don't work for you,
what's not okay though? What's not okay though?
It does not work for you.
But what's not okay?
You will call a spade. But if it works for you, now you'll make all these different scenarios where, he in Arizona and he didn't sell this much. So why should like you start using
facts?
You start using.
You mad I'm giving you facts?
Oh
what
my
the fuck?
God. No, I'm not. Listen to this. You'll say that the gate is a explanation, right? But then earlier in today's show, you talk about how because mobility is number one in different sanctioning bodies, you try to use that as
we gotta go, champ. We gotta go.
Fights.
You gotta write down what you need to say, fam, so you can make more sense, man. Mobility is like I said, top 3. Let's just call it what it is. He number 1 in WBA, number 1 in WBC, and number 3 in the IBF, bro. So me saying he got options is just, again, facts, man. Y'all don't like facts. But shout out to my man.
No.
Hold on a minute, Brim. Shout out to my man Tyron that sent me this little resume pack right here because we did have my man Bo Rogers hating like a motherfucker, right? Saying that Canelo brings people up. Hey, Brim, where Demetrius Andre started his career at?
Bro.
Yeah, 54.
Did you just ask me where Demetrius?
That was the answer. 54.
The first division was 54? Okay.
Oh yeah. Andre's first division 54. Just like David Lemieux. I'm pretty sure he was 54. I'm pretty sure the dude that sent me this ain't even double check. I'm pretty sure Lemieux started at 54.
I ain't none of that though. But you know what the thing is though? The Charlo fight is hot dog water though, my G. That's the issue. That fight is hot dog water.
Like I said, 54. Lemieux fought at 54.
The best thing is to do Bud right now. I mean, if you think it business-wise, Bud now and then Benavidez, that's actually the most profitable for them for this 3-fight deal. I'm just being honest. The Charlo fight, nobody really wants that fight. And for Canelo, legacy-wise, if he was to beat Bud and then beat Benavidez, it's better for his resume. Like, to me, Salvador Sanchez will always be the greatest Mexican fighter. But if Canelo actually did some shit like that, beat Bud, then beat Benavidez, he can talk that type of shit. But fighting Charlo just don't do it, my G. It don't. It don't. And I ain't got no issue with whatever, but I know for a fact
him fighting Charlo right now does not move the needle. We're like, nah. So fight Bud now. And then fight Benavidez or fight Munguia after whatever the hell you want to do. But fighting Charlo right now just is not a fight that is going to do anything for him. It don't. The Fire Stick boys are going to be out to play, just being honest. And it ain't going to be me. I'm just not going to watch the damn fight. I'm not paying for that shit. And I'll pay for every fight if it's a good fight.
I hear you.
I mean, do you think Charlo really is a good fight, bro? Let's just be honest. If it's about Al, if we talking about Al when you said use Al, well, good businesses for Al and doing this shit with Amazon is to put a Bud fight on that. That's a big fight.
That's the thing,
then if you
bro.
fight Benavidez,
Listen,
that's even bigger. That's more money than all this other shit with Charlo. That Charlo fight is dead in the water from the jump street.
But champ, that's the thing, bro. If you Al and you did 650 to 700,000 on a dying network that is Showtime that could barely do 400,000 for free. You about to go to Amazon with the same motherfucker, only bigger, because they identical. So he's bigger. He looked better. He got more knockout reels to show. And it's on a bigger platform. They only looking to do 1%, Playboy.
Nobody is going to give a damn. Even if it's on Amazon, you're still looking at the same base. If you're not getting casual, you're still looking at the same base no matter what platform it is, unless you're doing something expensive. And that's not expensive. That's actually closing more in. Less people know about Charlo. So, and then when they associate it, they're going to associate it with the first fight. Nobody is going to be excited for that fight. Bringing that to Amazon does not move the needle. Are we going to pretend or are we going to be honest? You can do whatever fight you want, but if I'm thinking as a business person,
you talking about moving the needle, man. You talking about moving the needle. They talking about dollars, man.
They talking about breaking even. That's all you doing is breaking even. If you paying Canelo 30 to 50 million to fight Charlo, that shit ain't doing no more than 400, no matter where the hell you at.
But that's what I'm saying. You talking about 28 million homes on Showtime, and they did 750 players, 700,000, 650. With 28 million, now they going to somewhere they got 200 million. It's obvious with the cards they announcing. You mad at me for what they doing? I'm just telling you why. They fucking rolling them dice. They playing CeeLo like, fuck it. We got a bigger bank. It's more people watching. They ain't trying to make great fights. You feel me? They trying to make shit that they know can get them the money that they need. And that's all. Like that's what it looked like to me, right? I mean, Lake County, $2. Another crying ass Cliff call. Always crying. Member for 6 months. Jerv in the 973. Champ level. Yo, is this real? I just joined. Is it true? Well, according to Salvador Rodriguez of ESPN for many years now. I mean, many. He's probably got over 10 years working there. Yeah, this is what he's reporting. Now, keep in mind, people like, oh, this is fake news. Well, keep in mind that he simultaneously broke the news with PBC in the first card. Like, Michael Coppinger was stuck on Keith and Zoo while he announced not only Keith and Zoo, but the entire undercard. Remember, we also screen shared it on the day that we did that show, but we did get the 500 likes, but it's only 502. So I don't even know, should I open the live chat? Like, that's barely breaking the minimum. So get that shit right. Let me see what we got. Looks like King Counter, Amazon Prime. Okay, that must be Discord. Yo,
Ness.
what's up?
I told you in the Discord I was coming for you, and I ain't called in a minute, so I'm a little behind. So I'm gonna start with the Munguia card. I don't really care about none of the fights, but the Gabby and the Cruz fight. I was the first person to call in and tell you that was gonna be that was the most competitive fight of the night for sure. For sure. Then we got to fast forward to the to the PBC Amazon Prime, His Excellency Al Haymon. Al Haymon. Ness, why you hating on the Keith Thurman getting this big time fight? That's what he needs.
So that's how Al loves you. Off of 2.5 years in activity, give you a tough fight with one of the toughest competitors at the division above. This is what he
I
need.
mean,
He need to be
if I remember correctly,
He need to be
if I remember
sacrificed.
correctly, Al tried to get Keith to fight at 154 last year too against Errol Spence, and magically, Errol Spence got into a car wreck. So Al can only do what he's trying to do. Keith wants a certain payday. He doesn't want to take this risky fight with a low budget. It seems like with Jerron Ennis, who isn't an Al Haymon boy. So
how you know the budget's low?
I mean, Keith said he needs that certain number on the contract. Obviously, that came through. Obviously, the number ain't came through for Keith. Keith said he only wants big fights. You know this, Ness. And Al Haymon, whenever the big fight roll around, it's when they roll around. There's plenty of other guys on PBC who have 3 fights a year and stuff like that. If you want to wait for the biggest fight possible, then it might take a little while. Don't blame Al. All right. Then the next thing, like I said, His Excellency Al Haymon, Ness. The whole time the card was rollout day, you gave no credit to there being 5 championship fights on the card.
Some of those fights don't even deserve to be championships. Starting with your boy coming off a knockout, somehow getting a title shot. That's just disrespectful.
Well, the cards just fell like that once again.
The cards just fell like that. No,
His Excellency Al Haymon.
Listen.
Put his guy Fundora in position for a WBC interim belt.
No, brother.
Just so happens 2 weeks later, the champ's in recess. He's going through shit.
No, brother. Let me give you a real stat.
Fundora
was up for an interim, somehow off a loss, and Keith was gonna fight for the WBO. Paco and the WBO said Keith ain't fighting for that because he ain't never been ranked. So,
Paco's a hater.
So all of a sudden, Al just made another phone call, and then boop, magically, majestically, all the good words you used, your boy Fundora went from interim to full titleist.
Hey, Keith ain't never been ranked, but Mendoza was the WBC intern or the WBC mandatory, whatever you want to call him whenever he beat Fundora. And he gets a title shot with him. But the former unified champ, Keith Thurman, can't get one. Keep going, though, Ness.
Bro,
shout out Paco.
You talking about Fundora, you talking about Benavidez, Mendoza. Mendoza getting a title shot after knocking out the number 1 contender that was also the interim, that was also fighting and beating everybody in that division, had just pummeled
in the WBC, just like Keith Thurman.
Yeah, that just pummeled Lubin. So when
if I remember correctly, the last time Keith Thurman fought, and he's been ranked, he had a WBC medal across his neck.
Yeah,
and he
but
said,
this
"Yeah,
a WBO
the WBN,
fight.
no, the WBC. You see what's around my neck." One time.
But my brother.
Come on, Ness. You remember, Ness. Well, Danny exposed you. You were asleep.
But
my bad. Danny exposed you.
But my brother.
You were asleep.
That's a totally different sanctioning, though. He was trying to fight for the WBO.
That's my point, Ness. Mendoza did the same thing with Fundora. He was a WBC intern or whatever they had going on with Fundora. And then he skipped over to the WBO.
Yeah, but you acting like he was only ranked in the WBC.
Well, we got to fact check it.
Not to mention that Zoo has the ability. The WBO ain't going to tell him he can't fight Mendoza because that's champion versus champion. He still was an interim champ. So why would the WBO reject it? They rejecting a non-ranked fighter moving up from welterweight to challenge the champion for the belt at 54. not being ranked. You guys don't like to speak the facts. You like to twist the
I mean, Keith
words.
Thurman was ranked in the WBC,
He wasn't ranked in the WBO where he's fighting at, and he was a welterweight.
and neither was Mendoza. Whether he was interim
Oh
champ or
my
not,
God,
he was not
bro!
ranked in
Mendoza was a
the
champion.
WBO.
My brother, Mendoza was a champion in the division.
Let's move on to the next fight.
Yeah,
There's
move
5
on to the
other
next
championship
fight.
fights, and we wasting all our time on one.
What other 5
The fact
championships
is,
fights, bro? Like
championship fight,
you talking?
Fundora versus whoever that dude is.
Bro, you got
Let's go.
fucking old ass Laura off of 2. Bro, he didn't fight since May 28th, 2022, and Zafata ain't fight since like November 2022. You got 2 old men
Payne
fighting.
versus Rowley card.
What are you talking about?
That's the last time he fought.
Bro, it don't matter. Laura ain't fight since 2022, and Zafata ain't fight since 2022. I don't know what you talking about. Rowley, it
So
don't
this is a
matter.
fair fight. I'm saying Laura hasn't fought since the Taken Rowley card. He fought
Oh
O'Sullivan.
my God! Look, you gonna look. You obviously love the card, bro. There's nothing I can say. Like you gonna
Ness, show me another promoter who's giving you 5 championship fights.
My man, I can't show you another promoter that's giving you fucking, what is this? 9 fights, 9 fighters that are inactive for 2 years. I can't find anybody doing that garbage. No one. I don't know anyone other than Al that can put together a card with Keith Thurman that got 2 years out, Rolando Romero that's really lost his last fight. You know,
he didn't lose his last fight. His opponent was just robbed of a chance to win.
Isaac Cruz lost his last fight and is moving up, never been ranked at 40, getting a title shot.
Close decision. That's not fair. Close decision.
Man,
Either guy could have won.
Listen,
good win, Pitbull. Good win.
The reason I stand on he lost is
hey, Gabe Flores, the top prospect at top rank. Hold your head up. Pitbull just, he handled that for you. No problem.
My bro, the reason I stand on loss is because I scored it, I watched it, and I had that same opinion back then. So it ain't changed because he ain't done nothing
If
since.
you was one of the 3 judges, Ness, it would have mattered. Good championship fight right there. Rowley versus Pitbull.
Yeah, I mean,
2 guys who lost to the face of boxing.
You obviously
Davis.
You obviously Leonard Ellerby's brother or son, and you just got a burner account. Like that's all you're doing because the fact that you okay with paying for a bunch of old timers off of inactivity and ball spots
a bunch
is crazy.
Of old timers.
I mean, how old is Laura?
I mean, that's only one person.
How old is Keith?
35. That's the tail of the prime. He's still in the prime.
My bro, knock it the fuck off.
That's why he can pop up. That's why Al got faith in him to pop up after 2 years.
35, you're right. It's the right age to retire and get retired.
Exactly. So who else is giving you championship fights?
No, you're right. Like I said,
5 of them.
You couldn't have said it any better. You couldn't have said any better. Sebastian Fundora versus the guy I never heard of. That was your words, not mine. I love that you love to pay for stuff you never heard of. Guys off knockout losses. This card, only Al can do that. Only Al can give you Fundora, who got slept in his last fight, getting a title shot in this fight. Only Al can give you 2 guys that are inactive, equally inactive for more than 2 years, fighting each other, defending a title. Only Al has the power to weave that wand that way and make the WBA say, no, Laura, we won't strip you. Only Al can put Michael Safada in a 2-year waiting period, not pay him his step-aside money, promise him a fight that, again, ain't taking place till whenever it takes place, which is obviously longer than 2 years. And
well, there's context.
There's
context in that. There's
only
no.
Celebrate that.
That's why you did the interview. There's context. There's injuries. There was a fight that didn't happen. Dates got canceled, pushed back. Showtime was going out of business. Al got it right.
Injured?
Al got it right. The
Al's
first date, you
injured?
on the card. The first date. Both of y'all been out at the same time. It's a fair fight. Al got it. He fixed it.
Was his fingers injured because he couldn't send that Zelle to Zafata for that step-aside money? Like, was his fingers injured?
He ain't got it. He never stepped aside. The fight never happened. You know, he about to get paid now.
And somehow that was Safada's fight. So no, he not about to get paid. Don't you see? He ain't even get the step aside. He fucking okey doked his ass for 2 years. Didn't pay him step aside. Now he making him get the fight he was supposed to get 2 fucking years ago. After he robbed him for 2 years of his prime. Bro, I gotta go, man. You obviously, like I said, I love it though. That's why I gave you mad free time, as you can see. You paid for 2 counters, and I've given you plenty of time because I gotta let the guys like y'all get your ability to try to sell this garbage. Cause it's garbage. It's garbage. You only make me shine. When y'all calling, y'all make me shine. Like you literally capping for this old timer card, bro. Like I said, they gotta title this shit, what was it? Once Upon a Time. This is the best time to title this card, Once Upon a Time. Why Once Upon a Time? Because once upon a time, Keith was one time. Once upon a time, Laura was in his prime. Once upon a time, Zafada was a stripper. Once upon a time, Fundora was awake. He's still sleeping. Look at him, still sleeping. Now I'm being mean now. But that was just a Jay-Z line. You know how it go. Once you in your shit, you in your shit. But like, once upon a time, let's go. That's what we got to call this card. Stonebone, what up?
What up? What up? What up? What up?
Chilling.
You had to go New Jersey Nets on them real quick, man. Dropping bars, man. Okay. Hey, man. This is what I like to hear, man. Like 2 of the most hated fighters named running parallel. Like, man, you remember just yesterday, Crawford's he don't got nobody to fight now. He's just gonna have to. He might as well retire. You know what he's gonna do now? And oh my God! And yeah, man, like he'll just Canelo need a tune up, man, before he fight Bud. Let's be honest. He need a tune up. So we're gonna let him do Charlo. We might have to go on and tune Earl up too, and then we'll see Canelo in September. And I'm gonna tell you this, man. This is gonna be. They call my name is Stonebone Boxing. That's for a reason. Who would with a name like Stonebone Boxing? Who would you think like was your favorite fighter coming up? Then who would you think that would emulate? The Hands of Stone, right? Hands was made of stone, and I always said Bud to me is more in a relic of those type of fighters. When they remember, he used to be like, "Who you think he was?" Remember, we used to talk about this years ago. I used to be like, "Man, he remind me of the Durans. He remind me of the guy that really don't matter where he fight him at. He gonna figure out a way to win." And I'm just hoping this happened for him. I know he ready for it. I know it might be some business got to get took care of before that, but I feel good for him, man. All these dudes been talking about they want Canelo to fight black guys, and when he fight 2, 3 of them in a row, now he needs to go outside of the blueprint and go fight David. No, I ain't saying David ain't a big fight. It is, but what's the green print? Black and Mexican. You know what I mean? And David has accomplished things, but he's let a lot of things slip through his fingers. And plus, Canelo is 30-some years old, man. How old is David? David and Boots about the same age. You know what I mean? Like, them young guys, man, y'all just pray that y'all get to fight some of the greats of y'all that y'all grew up watching. Pray that y'all get to do that. Stay winning, David. Keep your nose clean. Keep your head down. Keep grinding. Canelo gonna need a fight to build himself back up after Bud put hands on him. So you might get him on the rebound next September, man. So keep fighting. Bud finna put hands on Canelo. I guess we might still have to put a boot in Earl ass since he back jumping rope. So lighten up, guys. And that's when all of this energy is so negative, Al is sitting back already counting money on that fight. He already banking money off the energy these dudes are crying. What is he doing? He is ruining boxing. He is the what? Stop it. Take a deep breath and watch great fighters do what they do and watch Bud beat the shit out of Canelo in September. I'll be there next. I'll see you in Vegas.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. Got a Cash App here I got to get to. $25. Time to drop a dub for that. I'm in a bomb. Damn. Fuck that up. I'm in a bomb for the dub. 25. He says, give Tank same credit, bringing up champs. Yeah, I mean, when it all goes down, you know, Tank gets to say the same thing too, you know. He fought Pedraza, who's a champ. He fought Quellar, that was a champ. That's 2. He fought Gamboa, that was a champ. That's 3. Leo, that was a champ. That's 4. Barrios, champ. 5. Rolly, champ. 6. Hector, champ. 7. So 7 champs. You feel me? That's how it ends up getting written down, man. And, you know, just to stay true to the super chat, he said give him credit. And he brought Hector up from 30 to 35. He brought champion Leo. Not really. I mean, it was the plan. Like, you know, you'll get a guy that'll argue that, but it was the plan. You know, he vacated his 30 title. Leo moved up and fought for it. Then he moved back down and fought Leo. So, you know, whether you want to say he brought him up or not, that's on you. But we got a bunch of callers to get to. But that shout out to Damien for the $25 Cash App. So we didn't lose anything there. And then we got, okay, Tyron with another counterpunch coming right at you. And Damien back with another 5 says, Tank full credit for Hector was a champ. Yeah, I mean, I just gave him that credit. He got 7. We just tallied them up. Tyron cutting that line, second time.
Yo, what's good, champ?
What up with you?
Yeah, man. Just wanted to just tune back in. I think his name was like Cliff. I don't know. I think it was named a few callers back. Talking about, about like the business side. Like I was making, you know what I'm saying, money from Canelo. Like Canelo on PBC and Showtime has always made money. It's like Jordan. Jordan, you know, you see Jordan walking in the gym. Oh, that's 25 right there, just walking in the gym. Walking to the table, Canelo guarantees 600 to 900, thousand pay-per-views, guaranteed. Like on the average, you know what I mean? Look at Mugia. Mugia outsold David in his hometown. And one thing too, I just noticed Chavez was there. I didn't see Chavez at David fight. You know what I mean? I don't really see this big thing about David. You know what I mean? When you really look into it, and like I sent you, Ness, the resume and how he brought up people. You know what I mean? And if you want to go ahead and share it, but he brought up a lot of fighters.
That was inaccurate. But in theory it works, but it's inaccurate because Lemieux did fight at 54. Kyrome lost to rest in peace Patrick Day at 54. So I'm gonna screen share it, but these the text is inaccurate. It's not. Andre did start at 54. Lemieux did not start at 60. He started at 54. Kyrome did not. He was not. I mean, was he natural 60? Maybe, but he had plenty of fights at 54. So, what Tyron wants me to show you is this, that obviously David Benavidez himself has brought fighters up in weight, like Tank, like Canelo. It's the wave.
Yeah, and you look at it, it's like, who are these guys fighting? I don't see David trying to fight Mugia. I don't see David, trying to fight Morrell.
Technically, come on, champ. He was in negotiations. That's why Benavidez.
I understand. No, I understand. But when you really look at it, even look at Morrell. He did an interview and he literally said that he don't want that fight. He didn't want that fight. Like it was facts. That he spoke it. So it's like, okay, these the guys that Canelo needs for his legacy. It needs, to fight. But it's like when you look back at it, who is these guys fighting? They're really not really fighting too much of risk because at the end of the day, they waiting to fight Canelo. You know what I mean? And you look at when the first, I think, deal, I don't know if one of the brothers was originally in the deal with Earl Spence and David Benavidez. Remember that first deal before he signed with Matchroom and DAZN? Was that with Jermall or Jamel? Or
no, it was never with Jermall. It was never with Jermall. It was always Jermall.
Yeah, it was Jermall. My bad. Yeah, I meant Jermall, the brother. Keep getting their names mixed up. But when he signed with the zone, everybody had an issue with that. They were saying, oh, he was ducking Mo. He don't want to fight Earl Spence. He's scared of Earl Spence. So, now he spent the block doubling back and say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna fight all these guys that y'all wanted me to fight. And now it's like an issue. If Errol Spence would have beat Terrence Crawford, we would have been craving for that fight. And at the end of the day, you know what I mean? He's giving us one of the fights that we
Champ,
all been asking for.
that's the
We want to
bell.
ask for.
And you obviously called out Cliff on his call, so he done countered back. Where is he? Right there. Counterpunch Cliff. Cliff?
Turn on. It won't turn on.
I hear you. Stop unmuting and muting.
Oh, yo, you can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I had to call back because like 2 or 3 callers ago, the boy was exposing you, right? And I'm only here to expose you because that's what you do. He telling you, you like, yo, the card with Tim Zoo and Thurman, Rowley, Crew, Fandor, that's weak. That's weak. This champion that is called all these champions, one of them lost his last fight, the other one has been inactive. Make the fuck out of here. That's why all your fucking callers, all y'all who call to just make Ness all the almighty and be right, y'all niggas is soft. Y'all weak. Y'all to call him out when he is manipulating a narrative just to fit whatever the fuck he wants. But he's gonna tell us it's okay because records gotta be broken for Canelo. Canelo's fighting 2 champions. He's gonna say this weak ass fucking Charlo old ass champion is okay because he's a ex-champion, but then when Al gives him a whole card,
current champion,
and he gives him, man, he should have bench stripped to that title. How the hell he held on for it for so long? The same fucking argument you can make about Laura
held on for it.
The same argument.
How Laura held on for it.
About Laura.
They're advised by the same fucking person. Wake up! Wake up! They advised by the same person.
You full of shit.
You full of shit. You don't want to see who pulling the fucking strings. I keep telling you, you acting ignorant. They advised by the same person. Surprise, surprise, motherfucker.
but that makes it right.
Yeah,
that makes it right.
No, I'm telling you who the problem is.
It's all. Nigga, either
you
blind,
you blind, you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen. You don't want to listen.
You either like, yo, if you like Canelo fighting this weak ass fucking Charlo and
if you like Keith Thurman fighting this weak ass Tim Zoo,
then you like that shit.
Then you like Tim Zoo.
Then you like that.
Then you like Keith Thurman.
You gotta.
And you like old ass Laura.
You don't like neither of them.
Fuck out of here.
You like them both, or you don't like neither of them. You can't make the fucking argument for one and not the other because, and then when you're making an argument, you're making it on the same basis that they're fucking champions. Canelo's fighting, but every fight on that card is champion.
Bruh.
Man, you fucking fake, man.
Hey, yo, you fake. All champions not created equal. You know how many callers say that? You a fucking rookie. You a rookie, but you gonna learn today, motherfucker.
That's the point, nigga. That's the point.
You gonna learn today. Hey, yo, Charlo, you gonna tell me no. Who you picking right now, Charlo or Laura? They both 160-pound champs. Who you picking?
Charlo or Laura?
Right now, who you picking, motherfucker?
Charlo.
Exactly. But you trying to downgrade the champ because Canelo fighting him, but now you picking him over the old man Laura on the super card you about to pay for. I gotta go. You can't make this shit up. You see how I sandbag these motherfuckers?
Y'all see what
you
it
see
is,
how I
fam.
sandbag
Y'all
them?
see what it is.
Sandbag them. You see that? Set them up so easy. Bro, this is what I'm saying. They don't know how to fight. That was the trap. I set him for the trap. You feel me? I threw the lazy jab out there, and he thought he was about to do something. Boom! Hit him with the right hand. What the fuck is wrong with you? Counterpunch, Drew. Holla.
Yo, Ness, let me get a little bit more of that work. Because Clifton's obviously not been listening. Those of us that have been calling, like I'm biased too, we said neither card's pay-per-view, Charlo, Canelo, or the Tim Tszyu Thurman. We're not complaining about the cards, we're complaining about the paywall. So let's get that straight, bro. You don't want to see that Al Haymon is pulling the strings. Canelo's going to go to Al Haymon like, Al Haymon, these are the 3 fights I want. You're going to sign me and you're going to give me the guarantee. No. Let's cut that shit out right now, bro. Let's stop it, man. Next. Al Haymon, so Canelo's running the promotion. He's running the offers. He's doing the logistics. He's getting the insurance on the venue, right? Because he's a boss, right? He's doing all the day-to-day work, right?
According to them, yep.
So when does he have time to train if he's got to do all the operations work? Filing the offers, contacting agents and managers. You don't even have time to golf then. No, Canelo's in the gym right now. Al's handling that for him. This is what you want. And do we even know that Al included David in that 3-5 deal? No, we don't. But why? We go back to March of last year when David signed his 3-deal offer. What did his dad come out and say? We got a 3-5 deal. We got Charlo, Benavidez, and Morel. Out his own daddy mouth that signed the deal, that saw what was in the deal and said, this is what's in the deal. Why hasn't his daddy, or let's see if his dad goes to when's the WBC conference, Ness? This fall, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if the Benavidez family go up there and petition the way Eddie Reynoso did for Makabu and Canelo, or the way Dillian White had to sue the WBC to get the Fury fight after 2.5 years. Let's see them press the issue. Or the way, remember when Triple G forced the mandatory with WBC? And they're like, oh yeah, Triple G, you deserve 40%. And Canelo tucked the belt. I haven't seen the Benavidez do that yet. Have they?
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of. So let's cut it out over here. Let's cut it out, man. I'm going to come back in again and see if someone else says something more delusional, but keep cooking, keep sandbagging. I'm out.
All right. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't want to keep taking advantage of Cliff. He's a rookie. I need him to keep calling in. I don't want him to, feel like it's like, we jumping him out here and shit like that. It's like, nah. It's all love. It's all love. We just teaching, man. Sometimes it's tough love, though. What do we got? Up next, H-Town. Leo, what up?
What up, Ness? What up, H-Town, baby? And, hey, Ness, you're killing them, Ness. You're killing them. Put them in body bags. You put them in body bags, I'm going to dig the hole. I'm going to bury them. I'm going to bury the haters. Hey, TBX, bunch of idiots. First of all, tell me when your favorite fighter has fought 10 undefeated champions. 10. Because last time I checked, Charlo's undefeated, Bud's undefeated. That's check number 1. We dug that hole. All right, let me know this. When has your favorite fighter fought 2 undisputed champions? Not 1 undisputed, 2 undisputed champions. All right, we don't throw the dirt over them motherfuckers. Okay. Now tell me this. Didn't David Benavidez daddy say we don't pick our own fights and we're very happy with Al? So how you mad at Canelo for not fighting Benavidez if Al's picking the fights? And David's daddy saying he's happy with the way Al's picking the fights. But you're going to say Canelo's ducking Benavidez. Make it make sense. I don't understand. Well, isn't that what it said? All those facts? Well, last time I checked, those were facts. Last time I checked, Benavidez Sr. said they're happy the way they're moving. I mean, I don't know what all the crying is about. Hey, we're getting to see 2 undisputed fighters. We're getting to see Bud have his Roberto Duran Hagler moment coming up all the way from the bottom to face the big bad wolf, Canelo, the guy everybody hates to love, but when he's gone, they're all going to miss him. And if you don't like the way he's moving, you need to go talk to the guy you worship, Floyd Mayweather, because he's moving just like Floyd. Floyd's the one that taught him the game, and he's playing Floyd's game. So, hey, you mad, call Floyd, call Al, and see what they tell you. I'm out. H-Town, baby.
Yo, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
The fights that took place in Day of Reckoning, why did they take place?
Because the Sheik wanted the heavyweight division to have more movement because everything was stagnant and stale and nothing was getting done.
So why is it hard for these guys to believe that Al could want something, if the Sheik could want something and come out of nowhere and get it done in boxing, why can Al not want something and get it done if he's been moving in boxing the last 30 years?
Hey, Ness, let me ask you one question before I go.
Mm-hmm.
Are these guys that are hating on you for saying that card's trash with all those so-called champions, aren't all these same guys that said Inoue and Bud ain't fought nothing but trash champions and those are throwaway fights that don't mean nothing? Last time I checked, that's what they be calling and saying about Inoue and Bud till Bud signed PBC. But I mean, tell them if I'm wrong. Weren't they saying they ain't fought nobody? How the hell are they number one, number two, pound for pound?
Very true. Very true.
But all champions are created equal, right? According to this guy.
They definitely not created equal, but yes, according to Cliff, all champions are created equal. But
Yeah, only when it benefits them.
No, but then he turned around and picked Charlo over Laura, so he shot himself in the foot.
Cliff is dumb, man. He listens to TBX too much. The boxing pendejos.
He's young, man. We can't label. We got to let him learn. He was learning, and then he signed up. That's how it is. We lose the youth to gangs, and we lost him to the TBX. But hopefully, he comes back and he keeps learning.
Yeah, tell him he go look up them facts I just said too, because those are facts, Papa.
Yeah.
You want to say
No,
facts?
I love
Those
that.
are facts.
I love that stat about 2 undisputed champions. That's gonna be hard to top for any current fighter. Like, Jesus.
Ooh, Floyd never did it.
Damn. Not only did he undispute, but he beat 2 undisputed champions. If he can do it, right? He's got to beat Crawford.
And imagine if he goes with Bivol. If Bivol beats Benavidez and they fight 3 undisputed champions.
Whoa.
Hard to say that ain't TBE.
Whoa.
I'm out in this.
All right. Whoa. That is those are some stats though, 2 undisputed champions. I never even thought about it that way. That does make sense now why Canelo would be doing it, right? Like it's a stat you can't walk away from, right? It's like if you don't fight Crawford because you think people won't give you credit, 5 years from now when people reading your resume, they're gonna give you credit. It's like, yo, he beat 2 undisputed champs. But Amazon Prime back with another one. Counter. Yo. You might have to jump out, jump back in. Might as well change the screen name to Al Haymon. My man got the screen name say Amazon Prime. Jump out, jump back in, player. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and smash that thumbs up. It's absolutely free. Helps with the visibility. But that is something for y'all to think about, if the Sheik, Turkey Al-Sheik could put it together. Why can't Al get what he wants if Al-Sheik could get what he wants? Feel me? Prime, what up? Man, what's up, champ? We gonna come back to you. Jump out, jump back in. Baby Joker.
Bueno. Can you hear me, Ness?
Yes, sir.
Qué día tan bonito, Ness. Me levanto en la mañana y todos desayunando chorizo con huevo, hablando de Munguía. Y ahorita cenando un caldito de res, talking about Canelo. Let's call this day Mexicanismo Day, bro. Shout out Munguía. Fucking putting asses in seats in Arizona. You know what the title? We know what the talk was all Sunday morning, Ness, on the Mexican side.
What was that?
Munguía hizo lo que Canelo no pudo, and that was stop Ryder. This motherfucker's gonna pick up even more traction than what he had.
I seen he gained like 100,000 fans.
Bro, he got a major push. A lot of the YouTube channels, a lot of the major networks. The headline was Munguía hizo lo que Canelo no pudo hacer, which was knock him out.
Nah, that was my headline too, man.
Well, not knock him out, but finish him, But I mean, David couldn't do it with the guy that Canelo stopped. I mean, if he was trying to He's really trying to win them the Mexican fans. He has to stop the way he talks shit, bro. It's cringe. I know we have a lot of Mexicans in here, and you know, us, the loudest motherfuckers are the most annoying ones. We don't like them. You know, like Canelo's a serious dude. Munguia after his win is a serious cat. Marquez, Morales, Barrera. That's how we are. We don't like that shit talking loudmouth shit that David be doing. This is weird. It's cringe. On the Canelo topic, Bucket, you know, like I told you last time, it's the Black Executioner. The Canelo era is done. Now it's Saul, the Black Executioner Alvarez. I'm running with that bitch. His record is 7-1 versus black athletic superior fighters. About to be fucking 8-9-1 by the time this year ends. Gonna beat another set of brothers with the Charlos. And then he's gonna beat the dog shit out of Bud. Not once, but a 2-time undisputed champ. You know? Just light him up. Line him up. We're knocking him down. Like I say every time it's a Mexican fight week, is Mexican got on boots, bro. We be stepping on shit. Munguia, he'll take care of the Puerto Rican side with the zone. We fucking him up too. That's all I got for tonight, Ness. Have a good one, bro.
Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you. Let's see what is next. Moose, what up?
Oh man, I'm just chilling outside Walmart. They got all the damn lights off outside, so I'm scared to get out of my van because I think somebody gonna jack my damn van. But yeah, man. Terrence Crawford versus Saul Canelo Alvarez. Now, when I think about that, I think about what can be said about the fight. Saul has a lot of rounds. He's been, he's beat up, and someone could say that that's an excuse, but I wouldn't say it's an excuse. I would say it's just something. It's a circumstance. It's something true about the fight. Bud Crawford is coming from 47. A lot of his fights, for some reason, there's always a question mark to his victories. And I'm not saying that he isn't deserving of having the titles that he has, or that he's not great or pound for pound, but for some reason it seems like that question mark is always following Bud's career. And it's like he has to prove himself again and again. And in a way that's good, because Crawford is the kind of fighter who needs to have a chip on his shoulder in order to perform at his best. He's the kind of fighter who'll be down until he feels the pressure, and then he'll rise to the occasion. So he needs doubters. He needs that chip on his shoulder. So the way his career is going, I guess it's actually for the best. Jermall Charlo, one could say that he's having mental problems, and that he's been inactive and he's taken the fight too early. These are just things that can be said. They're not necessarily excuses, and they're just they you can interpret it how you want to, it's good or bad, but it's just a fact, a reality. These are not fights that have perfect circumstances where both fighters are at the same weight. They're both mentally strong, and they've both been in the gym. They've both been active. They have no injuries. There's just always going to be something that can be said, and we just have to accept that. But we also can be happy about what we have. I would rather see, to be honest, David versus Canelo, but if I can't have that, I'm happy with Terrence versus Canelo. So yeah, that's about all I got to say on the matter. I appreciate you guys and the work that you do. And yeah, everybody have a blessed night.
Moose, great call, champ. Appreciate you, man. Dawn. Bad Girl TKO, right?
What's up, Ness?
What up?
How are you?
All good.
I like this Crawford fight. I think I mentioned before that I think he would fight Charlo, Crawford, and then Benavidez. In the end, I still think he's going to fight Benavidez at the end. I mean, it's money, so he's not going to run from money. It's going to be the biggest fight. Still building it up. I mean, he's under Al Haymon's advisement, so that's what he's going to advise to let that shit marinate. And it's smart to make Benavidez stay at 168. Let him fucking wither away at 168 because he wants to go to a higher weight class, but, Canelo's going to make him, he's going to make him, sweat and make him stay there as long as he possibly can. So I think that's the move. And also, too, you keep saying that Al Haymon decides this and Al Haymon decides that, but, what is the point of the manager of each of these guys? So Eddie Reynoso being Canelo's manager, David Garcia being David Benavidez's manager, and then Charlo has David Wong, I think. So it's if these guys have managers, and in court it was proven that Al Haymon is not the promoter, so what the fuck is Al Haymon doing? He's advising, right? So he can't tell them what to do.
I mean,
the managers ultimately say, the manager says who they fight. It's not what Al Haymon says. Al Haymonwill advise, this is where the money's at. This is the move to make. He's going to promote these guys. He's going to make some type of celebrities out of them. He's going to make stories. He's going to make drama. That's what Al Haymon does. He tries to make a spectacle of something to amplify the, it's just to bring more noise to the party, I guess.
Yeah, I just disagree, man. If Turkey Al-Sheikh could come out of nowhere and do the day of reckoning, then
because
why
all
we
they
can't,
want is money,
why
right?
we can't believe, and who's been paying the most for the last 10 years? Why
Al
does
Haymon
he
advised
has
Wilder
all the
to
fights?
take that deal.
But why does he have all the fights? He
Al
also advised Wilder not to take the zone deal. So again, which one is it? Is he pulling the strings or is he not?
He's pulling the strings that he advised Danny Jacobs to.
You breaking up,
wildly
Dawn.
for whatever reason. For whatever reason, he said hey, we're not going to take this deal, but they came up with this deal, so now they're going to take this deal. That deal, I guess they were greedy, and then they let that shit slip. Nobody anticipated for AJ to get knocked out. So I think sending Ruiz over there was to promote that fight, to promote the Wilder fight, but it, and he ended up winning the fight. So that kind of screwed the whole thing.
I hear you, Dawn. All I'm saying is we cannot act as if Al isn't pulling the strings when we've been watching it for the last 10 years. And, Turkey Al-Sheikh came and showed you how easy it is. When you have the money, you get what you want. Al has the money, so he gets what he wants. Anyway, look, bro. Let me just keep getting the callers. Oscar, what's up?
What's up, Ness?
What up?
I didn't know you were the promoter, bro. They're getting mad at you like you promoted these fights. You know what I mean? What did I tell you back then? He's gonna fight Jermall next. Didn't I say that? He's probably gonna fight Jermall next. The Crawford one, that kind of threw me off. But if he's gonna fight Crawford, that's what people been asking for, right? They want him to fight Crawford.
I wanted it.
I know you wanted it. Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if he fights Jose Benavidez after Crawford and then fights David Benavidez, to tell you the truth. Have 4 sets of brothers on his record, you know what I mean? Piss off another little brother. But yeah, I don't understand why people are mad about this, you know what I mean? They knew he was going to fight Jermall. I've been telling you. He's going to fight the other brother. They're setting it up. You said it too. Let me fight the little brother and let the big brother get revenge, right?
I told him.
So what are we mad about? You know what I mean?
These dudes don't want to believe that boxing, does a very poor job of trying to be like wrestling.
Yeah, and that guy who said, like, petitioning to fight Makabu, didn't Canelo just undispute, and then he was going to go up to fight a cruiserweight champion? So I don't understand that logic right there.
I mean,
When we were talking,
technically Canelo cleared himself of that. He said he didn't even ask for that. He said that was all Eddie Reynoso.
yeah, but if he would have accepted the fight, still he's going up to fight a cruiserweight after he undisputed, and that's considered a tune-up for him, right? That's what they were saying. You heard me. I said I would rather him go up and fight Badu Jack and take his straps. You know what I mean? Go be a 5-division champ. You know what I mean? But that's just me. But yeah, I don't understand why people are mad about this. You know what I mean? Like, would they be mad if it was Crawford, or if it was Andre next and then Crawford, or they say, oh well, he's taking him off a loss? Isn't that someone they wanted to see already? You know what I mean? Because everybody's been wanting Jermall. It's not Canelo's fault that Jermall is going through these things. Remember, this will be the third time he refuses to fight. If this fight didn't go down, am I right or am I wrong?
No, you're right. If he doesn't take this offer, this will be the third time. I mean, you got the first time where his own little brother says he turned down the fight. Then you got the time where he turned down the fight and his little brother took the fight. Now you got this one that's being reported. So it's like you're mad at Canelo for trying to fight Jermall Charlo.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Like, it's not his fault that Jermall's going through things. Hey, that sucks. But is Jermall still 160? Is he still a champ?
He's certainly still an undefeated champ right now, but his last fight was at a catchweight, but he still is the champ at the WBC.
Wow. So it should be we back Charlo instead of we back Canelo. Hey, but you have a good day, man. That's my call.
Definitely we back the Charlos because they just made the other one champion in recess instead of just stripping them. So now Al has 2 WBC champions somehow. But remember, Cliff says Al ain't pulling the strings, man. It ain't got nothing to do with him. Al in the Bay, what do you say? Smash that thumbs up while we give Al a moment to connect on Discord. Right now, we're at 620 likes. We would like to get to 1,000. That'll be cool. You know what I mean? Right now, we're at live count on the subscribers. I'm trying to get to 189,000 sometime this month. That would be nice. Right now, we're at 188,441. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. Al in the Bay.
Yo, what's up? What's up? Straight from the Bay Area. Pittsburgh on the map, man. I don't love it, but I respect it. Now, this is why I say I don't love it, but I respect it. So, Canelo just came off a hand injury, right? He had surgery before his last fight, right?
Yes.
Hello? Yes. So, he's still battling that hand injury. So, this is another tune-up to get his hand right. You got the Ryder fight to get his hand right. Now you got this fight to make sure his hand is ready to go. Cool. I don't like it, but I respect it. If I was in his shoes, I'd have did the same thing. I'd have got 2 tune-ups to make sure my hand is right. A fighter needs his hands. The most important thing of a fighter is his hands. Mayweather told you that. Yeah. So Bud, let's get to Bud. Things been going on. Bud been wanting this Canelo fight. Yeah. He's jumping up 3 weight divisions. But it's like this is quote unquote the pound for pound best fighter. As Canelo was quote unquote was the best pound for pound best fighter. You don't think that's kind of taking a little shot, being like, oh, people saying Canelo was pound for pound best fighter. Now they're saying Terrence Crawford is now the pound for pound best fighter, and it's been going back and forth, back and forth. So now this fight is going to show you who's truly the pound for pound best fighter. So
Yes!
it's a hard road ahead for Crawford. What would you say, Ness?
Just agreeing.
So sometimes you ain't gotta like something. You just gotta respect it. That saying, don't hate the player, hate the game. It's just a whole lot of game been playing. That's all it is. Now, Benavidez is in a position where, he got that chip where he can say, yo, I need him stripped because he ain't fighting. He got a whole year to fight him. So if he don't fight him in this year, Canelo knows he might be stripped. So, it's
Cliff, that was that bell play, boy. Big Supermax $2 Super Chat says, if Bud beats Canelo, he's the undisputed GOAT emoji, period. Yeah. Tip Bellis, what up? Yo.
Oh, man. Shout out to the greatest four callers in TVV history. Me being included. CYP, Renzi, and Jonathan Sims. Hey, man, Cliff, my boy, keep it up, man. You might have a spot, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You might have a spot. You got talent. I'm telling you, you got the talent. But and then that. So what's my boy from Texas, man? From Houston,
Leo.
just just can't seem to stop talking about us, bro. Listen, I know you want to be down, but you can't get down, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He
This
just
ain't made for
killing
the
y'all
weak.
with facts.
I guess, man. I don't know what fact he was killing me with, but all right. Hey,
10
listen, man.
undefeated champions. Name another fighter that did that.
Man, nobody care about that. A bunch of, hey, come on, bro. Let's be serious here. The fact of the matter is, y'all hyping up a fight between two of the biggest ducks in the sport of boxing right now, and it's nasty out here. It's looking real nasty. But then y'all want to go ahead and downplay Keith
Two of
one-time
the
Thurman.
biggest ducks. Wait, you ain't
Yeah,
gonna
two
just
of
say
the biggest
that.
ducks.
Who
Two
a
of the
duck?
biggest.
Who a duck? Who?
What you mean, who a duck?
Who?
Terrence Bud Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez. What do you mean?
Bruh. Two dudes that's undisputed, two dudes that's multiple division champs, two dudes
Two
that's
dudes who
unified champs. How they ducking? This is hilarious.
word. Check this out. Two dudes who won't fight the best fighter in their division. Like, let's be serious, Ness. Come on now.
So who's the best in Terrence division? Cause he just beat the best. That was Earl.
Earl wasn't the best, and you stop that, bro. And we know Earl wasn't the best.
What?
The best fighter.
He
The
had
best fighter
3
at 100.
belts. He had 3 of the 4 belts.
The best fighter at 147 just moved up, and he got a fight on March 30th.
Bro,
Pay-per-view.
why you talking
Body
about
fight.
dudes not even in the division, man? Who the best? You say he ducking. How he ducking if your man's
What
ain't
you
in
mean?
the
How he
division?
ducking? No, I'm talking about my man came back after being Mario Barnes and directly called out Terrence Crawford. Then your boy Terrence Crawford goes off and says, yo, why you need a tune-up and all this? But he taking tune-ups with David Avenesian for Earl Spence. Then after the Earl Spence fight, he goes on Twitter and then tells Keith and Danny, yo, y'all not getting a fight with me. Like, bro, he's a blatant duck. And he said, like, bro, y'all love this era of dudes saying they don't want to fight anybody.
Bro,
I don't get it.
he used to beg Keith and Danny to fight him. So yeah, now that the tables turn, as your man Earl Spence would say, chill, dog. I got bigger Canelo fish to fry.
Dog,
you smell me?
Keith, bro. They could have made a fight between him and Bud.
Nah.
Bud ain't want to fight.
Nah.
Bud didn't want to fight.
Why your man Al didn't offer Key? I gotta go because this other calls on this evening show. But listen, this what y'all guys like you gotta understand. Bud wouldn't have ducked Keith if Al would have just did a 3-fight deal or a 2-fight deal with a rematch, right? What's that 2-fight deal? Keith Thurman, instead of the Avanesian fight, paid a step aside, fight Keith Thurman on Showtime pay-per-view, get introduced to the Showtime television audience, and then Earl with the rematch. But that never was the case, right? It was never offered, and that's what I keep saying. Al is the one that sends the offers. Who sent over an offer for Earl Spence at 164? That was Canelo? Oh, that was Canelo. I'm sorry. Canelo sent the paperwork over and said, Al, this is what I want, and this how many millions I want to do it, and this the catch weight I want. Like, y'all so stupid. It's really sad. It's really sad. Like, yeah, can Canelo ask for some shit? Yeah, for sure they could come to an agreement. But stop acting like the offers don't come from fucking Al Haymon, man. Y'all fucking weird. Brandon, Cincinnati. Where my subscriptions at, man? Can we get to 188,500? What up, Brandon? Brandon? Alrighty then.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
What is Tip Bayless calling in from heaven? Thought I murdered that nigga the other day. Like, fuck he calling from? Like, shouldn't you be up there?
He a cat. He got 9 lives.
Nigga got 9 lives, man, I guess. But I just hopped on, man, so I haven't heard the opinions of most callers. What are people saying about this before I give my opinion? Are people happy? Are people accepting of this? What's your opinion on this, Ness?
I mean, Stone Bone's happy. Jay Will is happy. You know, I'm happy. There's certainly callers that are happy that he chose Canelo because we wanted the Canelo fight. But then there's the other half that are very upset that he didn't choose David.
I mean, I kind of disappointed he didn't choose David either. That's the fight I wanted to see the most because that's the guy everybody thought had the best chance of beating Canelo. So just to see Canelo in there with another guy people think he couldn't beat, I was excited about that. Am I mad about Bud Crawford? You know, I'm biased. I'm a big Bud fan. So if Bud wants to go up and challenge himself and be at a disadvantage, I'm rooting for him to go ahead and do that. But I don't understand the Jermall Charlo fight. He isn't deserving of a Canelo fight. He hasn't shown me any inkling that he has a chance to beat Canelo. So it's how I look when Canelo fought his brother. He's gonna beat the shit out of Jermall. Like Jermall ain't on this level. So I'm not happy about that. I would much rather him if he wasn't gonna fight Terrence. Like I would much rather him fight Terrence first and then fought David at the end of the year than throw Jermall Charlo in the mix. So I am disappointed for that. So yeah, man, I was hoping it was David too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Canelo fan. I understand maybe he doesn't want that smoke with that young beast. He's probably in the twilight of his career at this point. He might not want the smoke with the David Benavidez and David Morrell's, which for me is kind of disheartening because those are the fights I particularly wanted to see. I wasn't really big on Terrence and Canelo just because of the weight class jump and shit like that. But like I said, Terrence is my boy, so I'm rooting for him to get the dub. I know he's at an upward battle. But yeah, man, that's my opinion on it. Jermall Charlo, Basuda. That's a garbage fight. Terrence Crawford, that's a big fight. I wish it could be Terrence and David Benavidez for the year. And then we let Canelo fade off into the sunset. But that just goes to show all that get down and lay down is going to guarantee you to fight with these big name A-sides. Like, look at this, Devin. When people say get down and lay down, and in order to get the big fights, you got to sign over there, that ain't guaranteeing you shit because David was already unstable. And he probably was under the impression that he was going to get the Canelo fight. Don't look like he getting it. So he been a loyal soldier and got down and laid down years ago when he was about to leave and go to Top Rank. And look where they got him. So that get down and lay down shit don't mean shit if the A-side fighter don't really want to fight you. So like guys like Devin, keep that in mind when niggas tell you to get down and lay down. But that's my call. Now I'm going to get some other people 50-50 on this. I ain't happy about one of the fights. That's my call.
All right. We got a brand new caller. I don't know where it's at. 360 was this? Who's this?
Hello?
Yo, where you calling in from?
Hello?
Yes, name, where you calling from? What's your name, where you calling from?
This is Bori from the Bronx.
Rory?
Yeah, Bori.
Oh, Bori. All right, talk to us, Bori.
Yeah. So I've been listening to the show for since you were calling Earl Spence a liar when you thought he was going to fight Keith.
Uh-huh.
So around that time. And, like, the only reason I called in is because I'm a casual hardcore. But y'all calling Canelo a dog is crazy. Like, Canelo is crazy. Like, Canelo just not ready to pass the torch yet. Like, Mayweather passed the torch to him. He's just not ready to pass the torch yet. He's just trying to become a billionaire boxer. That's all. He's trying to milk his money. That's it. He's going to take the Crawford fight. Then he's going to come back and take the Benavidez fight. He's not ready to quit until he become a billionaire. And that's the one thing Al could tell Tank and could tell Canelo and everybody else. Listen, I'm the only one that made a boxer a billionaire. Nobody else could say that. Not Top Rank, not The Zone. Nobody else could say that. So that's what he's doing. But shout out to y'all. I'm trying to become a member. I ain't become a member yet, but I'm going to become a member. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Keep jamming. I hear you. We jamming. Feel me? Let's see who we got. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I just need you to hit that subscription. That's absolutely free. Is this my man, Profound Dreamer? What up?
Hey, gather around TBV. That's if you're still listening, and get on down with these profound rhythms. Listen, man, I ain't gonna get too hype about the Terrence Crawford possibility because 3 months ago we seen them announcing Haymon or Jermall Charlo for a possible Canelo opponent, and now they announcing Jermall Charlo or Terrence Crawford. So to me, the most consistent name since the past 3 months, 3-4 months, has been Jermall Charlo. So I feel like that's the fight we know we're going to get in May, Canelo versus Jermall. And what a lot of fans don't understand, as you tried to explain earlier, is the David Benavidez mandatory does not get announced officially from the WBC till May. So that means Canelo has until May 2025 to fight him. So I don't really think Canelo's going to rush to fight him in 2024 if I got till May 2025 to get it done. But what I really feel like should happen, like I ain't too mad at the Jermall Charlo fight. Like I'm mad at it, but I already understand the game PBC is playing, man. They playing the long game, and they're not trying to get Canelo beat early. They hoping they could get another contract with him to make it look good for their Amazon platform. So I get it. But my thing is, David Benavidez, he needs some help, man. David Benavidez needs some help becoming a crossover marketable star. So in order for him to gain some commercial traction, I feel like why not put David Benavidez on Canelo undercards, man? Like why not do Canelo Jermall and then do David versus Munguia or David versus or Morel, David versus somebody. Just put him on Canelo undercards to build him up until next year. He needs some help crossing over, so why not do that? Especially the way they came out in this first Amazon card, stacking it with a bunch of championship fights. Why not do the same thing with Canelo card in May? Canelo versus Jamal, and then David versus Munguia.
Bro, you literally said championship fights. Y'all be wilding, man.
I'm just saying he should fight somebody. He gotta fight somebody. You want David Benavidez to fight Canelo
I'm talking about the part on your call when you said like he did the other card with championship fight.
It is. I mean, it's trash, right? But it's still they stacked it with fights. That's what I'm saying. Stack the Canelo cards.
Y'all terrible, man.
How? I'm gonna pay for it. Like it is what it is. Like, and to me, I only feel like the Tim Tszyu fight is happening, and a lot of people not talking about this. It's happening because No Limit. To me, No Limit is the one who put up the bread because No Limit been talking about bringing Tim Tszyu over to America since last year. They was talking about putting together a card in March to bring him over to America in Vegas.
Nah. It ain't because No Limit. It's just because they want to stay in the zoo business, and he been asking for a Vegas fight. That's all. And their goal would have been to give him Jermall, which they tried to give him 2 times, but like Jermall's never available to fight Tim Tszyu. Like, many would have thought he would have fought him off the Canelo laws, right? But like, for some reason, no. For some reason, no. These guys, they take these losses and go on these long stems of inactivity for no reason, bro. Roberto, $5. What's the new narrative? Nello ducking Mexicans? Grinning, squinting face. Hands up emoji. Leo, counterpunch. H-Town.
Hey, can you hear me, Ness?
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's Leo from H-Town, baby. He called me the TB executioner, bro, because these dudes are stupid. This man just said facts don't matter. And this is the same Tip Bayless that stays on CYP's tip talking about we all facts. We the boxing experts. We facts. We facts. So facts don't matter now. So 10 undisputed, 10 champions, 10 with O's, undefeated, 10 undefeated champions, 11 sitting champions. That means they were champions when Canelo fought them, not former champions. 11 sitting champions, and going to be 2 undisputed champions. So them facts don't matter, Ness. Facts don't matter. I thought we were about the facts. TBX was about the facts. I thought that was their little saying, right?
Those are some hella stats, I'm telling you.
I mean, 11 sitting champs. That means when he's fighting them, they're still a champ in whatever fucking division they were in or the division he's in. Not former champ. Don't they say that Floyd's the best, that he beat 23 former champs? Or was it 23 or 26? I don't remember.
I don't
but
know.
Those are former champs. That means when he fought them, they weren't at their prime. That means when Canelo's fighting these guys, they're sitting champions. That means they're still at their best. They cannot get beat because they're the champ. No one's beat them, took the championship away from them. So how are you going to tell me 23 former champs that have been beat, lost, is superior to 11 sitting champions? But those facts don't matter. Man, I don't know, Ness. These guys are getting a little sad. It's TBX cats. It's just propaganda. Now we know they're just PBC groupies. They don't care about the facts. They just want to roll PBC. They probably all 3 lined up on their knees in front of Al Haymon saying, "My mouth next, Al." I'm out of here. H-Town.
Champ, I think you need to fact check the whole.
Fact check it.
No, I'm just saying. I think that the Mayweather shit. He didn't fight only former champs. Like, you kidding me? There was plenty of current champs in that 26 or 24 number. Counterpunch, James Benitez, Atlanta.
Yo, Ness, you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, Ness, quick question, man. Have you talked about anything today about Coach Bullitt cutting ties with Rolly today?
You mean Rolly cutting Bullitt?
He's tomato, man. Whoever puts the story out first, man. Whatever. You talked about that today?
Nah, man. Not really like breaking news, We talked about it yesterday, though. It came up.
Have you talked about Lubin smacking up Devin? You talked about that on any of the shows?
Nah, where that happened at?
Come on, my G. Come on, my G. You know where it happened at, man. You heard Shakur Grandpa talking about that, man, on the interview, man. I know you seen that.
Nah. When that happened? This week?
Yeah, that's when the story came out about it. Talking about when Devin got smacked up by Lubin.
What you mean? The story came out of. What you mean?
When come on, man. When Shakur Grandpa was talking about Erison Lubin smacking up Devin Haney and everything, and then Kevin Cunningham said, "Oh, that's why they can't be fake gangsters and stuff like that because in the day Devin got smacked up." Truth of the matter is, I believe it because Kevin Cunningham wasn't even the one that released the story. You know, somebody else from outside his camp released it. So I believe it's possibly true.
So where this happened at though? When Devin got smacked? What the fuck?
I don't know when exactly it happened, man. But I'm just trying to see, like, you know, Bill and them say they always standing on business, and they trying to clown on Tank for not standing on business, man. Like, shit, they doing the same shit. They run away from smoke. Don't they need to go ahead and figure out a way?
I don't know, man. Last time I checked, Devin got pulled over with a gun. So I'm like, I don't really know people smacking him. Where that happened? That's why I keep saying where that happened, when it happened. Like, what we talking about here?
I guess we need to talk to Kevin. He got armed security.
He got armed security, and he has his own. I'm trying to like figure this one out.
All right, man. All right, whatever you say. And you know, and I saw you had the title, man. I'm gonna stay on the Lubin for a second, man. Nobody can be saying thank you, Al Haymon, man, because Lubin got screwed over, man.
What
Lubin
you
should
mean?
be in that fight.
Terrence saying thank you, Al Haymon. He only know Al for 7 months. Fuck wrong with you?
Hold on. Terrence Bud said thank you, Al Haymon.
Why not? He got the fight he wanted in 7 months. He only just started asking for it.
But let me ask you this though, man. That once upon a time card though, man. If you had a Fundora and Lubin rematch, wouldn't that make the whole card much better?
Fundora, no. Fundora and Mendoza rematch.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Go see your
Fundora
Devils.
Lubin fight was a great fight, man.
Bro, Lubin deserved better than that. Why Lubin got to give Fundora a rematch when Fundora should be rematching Mendoza?
Bruh, I mean, come on.
He only beat Lubin up real bad. Like Mendoza slept him. You gotta go get that back.
That's what I'm saying. Lubin deserves a chance at it after already goddamn being in line for those 4 title eliminators.
But that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
why
come on.
why do I want to man?
Yo,
Lubin wanted Zoo, man. Lubin wanted Zoo.
Come on, man. That still ain't a bad fight. Even though Keith and Zoo, man, people may not like it, but it's not a bad fight. I don't see Zoo going to be stepping on shit like people think he is, man. Take over America. Now on to the main topic, man. Just go ahead, keep it quick. I'm not mad at Jermall getting the fight, man. I mean, end of the day, he overcame mental health and all that. We all know how hard that is. But you can't sit here and think of a fighter that's down at 160 that can actually beat Jermall Charlo. If you can't think of a current champion in that division that's not favored against him, why not? I think it's a good fight, man, and hopefully Jermall has the mindset that night and gives us a good performance. I mean, the Bud fight, it is what it is, man. Bud's either going to shock us or Canelo's going to stop him, one or the other, man. David Benavidez, you really don't need him, man, to be honest, man. I mean, Canelo done did enough in the sport already, man, that he doesn't ever need to fight David Benavidez. It is what it is. Like you said before, man, David Benavidez can go up to 175 or whatever, and they had to do these 4.5, 6-month weight cuts and shit. Imagine how great he'll be. He could just wait this year, still not get the fight next year in May, and just move the fuck on up. Either way it goes, Ness, man. I really don't care for David too much, man. But you know, he already moved himself out the line many years ago, and sometimes your past does come back to haunt you. But yeah, man. Lubin needs to get a fight, man. And Ness, man, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. You know Lubin smacked up your boy. And Bill Haney was talking about that shit, too.
Tell us when, because I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know when. I don't know exactly when. I'll find the link and I'll resend it to you again. Either way it goes, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to the community, man. And Leo, man, that was a little harsh, man. You can't be coming at them TVX boys like that, man. Tip's a good caller, man. Cliff, man. I mean, I know you're young, man. I know you can be persuaded by gangs and shit like that, but I mean, I think TBX in good hands. Tip is one of the leaders, man. Anyways, I'm out, bro.
Up next, Borough City. Borough City E. Don't forget to hit that subscribe. Shout out to the one person that just subscribed. Salute. We at 188, 445. Borough City. About to keep it moving on. I'm going to calls on Twitter.
Yo, can you hear me, bro?
Yo, bro, we hear you.
What's up, cabeza de rodilla? How you been?
Chilling.
Chilling, bro. Man, Canelo versus Charlo versus Bud. Man, bro, I think Canelo instead of like calling him Saul Canelo Alvarez, bro, they should call him Saul Matanegro Alvarez, bro. Dude, that was coming for all the FBAs this year, man. Like, wasn't like a year or 2 years ago, bro? Like, people were saying like, "Oh, look, he's fucking fighting all the Europeans and the white boys and shit like that." Am I wrong or am I right?
Yeah, when he was undisputed, they were saying he was on a Euro tour.
Yeah, and now like he's gonna fight Jermall and Bud. Like the Jermall fight was like it's a fight that's been marinating since what 154, and like and out the Bud fight. I mean, Bud, he's a undisputed champion, undefeated. And that's a big fight, I guess, for Canelo. That is a big fight, bro. But people can't complain, bro. Like Canelo's giving you guys the fights that you guys wanted to see, right? So ahora que se aguanten, way. But and also it's easy money, bro. Like I'm telling you, Nez, your boy Buddy's he's gonna get sent back to Nebraska, bro, and then Jermall is gonna get the fucking Don Julio beating out of, man. It's gonna be pretty ugly, bro. I would have given Jermall a chance probably at 154, 160 maybe. But now, bro, like he's gonna get that Don Julio beating out of, man. But that's all I got for tonight, Ness. And yeah, bro, I'm out.
All right, calls. Appreciate you. We got Days Wagwan. Yo, them thumbs up is free, man. Yeah, I mean, thumbs up is free.
Nesta Ross Clark Gibbs, Wagwan, my Dominican brethren.
What up, what up?
Bro, the person to be mad at is not Canelo, man. The person to be mad at is Al Haymon. Simple, bro. Al Haymon is the one. He's the Pat Riley in this situation. He's the goddamn Greg Popovich, man. We seen what he did with the first card with Keith Thurman and Tim Tszyu. Now we're getting Canelo and Big Charlo, a fight that nobody wants to see. We wanted to see that fight years ago when Big Charlo was active, but him being out of the ring for 2 years and then fighting a Jose Benavidez who moved up from what did he move up from? That's 154, right?
Jose Benavidez Jr. started at 40 and then
40,
fought
right?
at 47, and he fought Danny at 54. Then he moved up, yes, to 60.
Right.
Or
So,
catchweight.
right. So Big Charlo fighting Canelo next, it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense, man. And I feel bad for David Benavidez because he's earned a fight with Canelo. He's earned it, bro. He's done everything that he needs to do to step into the ring with Canelo, bro. This is Al Haymon's fault, bro. Am I mad at Canelo versus Terence Crawford? Hell no. I love that because it's a legacy fight. It's a legacy fight. It's a big fight. Terence Crawford is daring to be great. And I think this is going to be a fight that is going to be talked about forever. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever gets the job done, which I'm picking Canelo. I got Canelo beating Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? But it's a huge fight, Ness. It's a huge fight. You know, this could be like, I don't know if it could be on the same level as Floyd and Manny, just because Floyd was such an icon in the sport, but it's definitely going to be a huge fucking fight, especially if they promote it the right way. I got no complaints about that. But my thing is, man, the Big Charlo and Canelo is just, Al Haymon hasn't learned his lesson, Ness. I thought he learned his lesson last year when he found out Showtime was going out of boxing and he did everything to try to keep it going. That's why we got all those great fights last year, and that's from PBC. Al Haymon was, he felt the pressure. He tried to do everything to keep that deal with Showtime. It didn't work. I thought he learned, bruh. And then you're starting off with the Keith. Now you're doing the Canelo and Big Charlo. This is bullshit, bruh. Give us David and Canelo and give us Terrence and Canelo in the same year. Why not do it the same year, bruh? 2 back-to-back huge fucking fights. Why not do that for the sport of boxing, bruh? You know what I'm saying? I don't blame Canelo because Canelo's the big dog. Canelo can do what he want to do. I'm pretty sure this is what Al offered him, and he said, shit, fuck it, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? So I blame Al Haymon, man. I don't got nothing bad to say about Canelo. But I will say this. If Canelo don't fight David before his career is over, bro, he gonna be looked at as he's Canelo being a Mexican.
Oh, that's the bell, champ. That's the bell. I wonder what he was gonna say. Look like Mexican what? Burrow City. Burrow City. Burrow City. Burrow City. Burrow City. Tip Bellis. Counter.
Yo, can you hear me?
You.
Man. Yo, let me, where do I want to start? Brandon, man. Did it not come to your side of the street while it was at least 12 of y'all back there? It did not flame you already? Like Ness, tell me this, Ness. Because I'm confused. I'm confused by Brandon Maurice, bro. I'm confused. Because Brandon seems to think that around the year 2018 that Bud and Earl Spence was the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. But you know what I'm saying? If I can recollect, in 2019, didn't Earl Spence fight Mikey Garcia?
In 2018, there was no
Keith and Earl.
There was no man. You fucking
for
tripping,
bro.
Are you serious, bro?
It was still Keith and Earl,
bro. 20 my dude. Let me explain. 2018
at 47.
Oh, so you being specific to division, not biggest fight in boxing.
At 47.
Yeah,
Keith and Earl was
honestly,
the biggest fight.
Honestly, I can't even remember, because 2018, Wilder Joshua had that sold up.
Think about this. What year did Terrence Crawford move up to 47?
I mean, I don't know the year. I know that when he beat Jeff Horn.
It had to be 2018, 2019.
I mean,
or
I gotta check. I gotta check. I can't
just,
I gotta check. I don't know.
So Brandon is slow enough to think that Earl versus Bud was the biggest fight then, but yet in 2019, Earl fought Mikey on pay-per-view, and Keith fought Pacquiao on pay-per-view, and then Bud in 2021 he had a pay-per-view with Sean Porter, and he only did 150,000 buys. So I'm trying to figure out if it took 5 years to make this quote-unquote biggest fight in the sport of boxing, and it only did 700,000, and Keith Thurman was doing 600,000.
Yeah, because they over-marinated.
No, there was no over-marination.
Yes,
Bud
it was.
Wasn't a draw.
Yes,
Bud wasn't the draw that people think he was.
Nah, they over-marinated.
I'm telling you, wasn't no over-marination,
yes,
bro. Bud just wasn't the draw that people thought he was.
Nah, they over-marinated. They over-marinated.
That's why he did the numbers he did
fought,
with David
He fought
Easy.
Jeff Horn in 2018, June 9th.
So just think about that. And these dudes are saying that Earl versus Bud was the biggest fight in the sport of boxing.
But bruh, hold on.
Even at 47, still not the biggest fight.
Hold on. Stop acting like Bud moving up after beating the dude that beat Pacquiao, taking his belt after undisputing the division below, and calling out the current champ in Earl isn't big. Like
it's not,
capping,
bro. Because first of all, nobody believed
that.
Nobody believed that he beat Pacquiao. What are you talking about? Everybody know Pacquiao won that fight.
Everybody believed that Bud beat the shit out of Horn. I know that. We all believe and seen that.
All we can remember from Horn is
Horn got you capping, man. Everybody remembers every PBC fighter with a belt calling out Horn after he beat Pacquiao. Like, you just being disingenuous. I gotta go. It's mad callers. You are. Look it up. There's plenty of quotes with both Earl, Keith, your favorite fighter, Keith Thurman. He definitely wanted a shot at Jeff Horn. And that's why it was always funny to Bud, because he's like, when Horn had that strap, motherfuckers was calling him out on that PBC side, and across the street shit didn't matter then. Then as soon as Crawford got that strap, all of a sudden, you across the street, you the wrong side of the street, this, that, and the third. Don't nobody care about the WB. No. Thurman ain't invent the WB. No. When Horn had it, he invented that shit when it was motherfucking Crawford. So y'all capping, man. Y'all capping. Y'all got short-term memory. That's all. Boxing Patron.
What's up, man? Does that sound good?
Perfect.
Yep, there we go. Man, this leaves me with a little bit of bittersweet, man. You know, this Crawford shit. You know, I was just called in, I think it was yesterday. I was talking about if he could fight Munguia, Crawford, and beat the shit out of Munguia, you know, it would force Canelo to fight him. You know, but as of right now, he hasn't fought nobody that big. So I don't believe he has any shot. I believe it's a worthless fight, man. I think because Canelo ain't going to get no credit for it, man. I know he's undisputed twice and all this shit, but anybody saying that's hating on Canelo, that don't like Canelo, you know, even the ones that give him credit, 10 years from now, when you're debating the Canelo career and you say, well, he beat Bud's ass, you know what they're going to say? Well, he came up from 147. You know, we know Crawford's after that big payday, man, that retirement payday, because if Canelo beats his ass, you know how hard it is going to be for him to come back down to 147, 154, you know, lose that muscle, lose that size, you know, and then you can fight him at a catch weight. Are you going to, you know what I mean? I mean, I just don't like it, dude. I mean, as of right now, if he fights Munguia, beats Munguia's ass, or somebody that size, dude, you know, and shows me he could do that.
Boxing
You know,
Patron.
Go ahead.
I think
Hello?
that, you know, I'm saying this with all honesty. You need to find better friends and different people to talk boxing with, because
I talk boxing with you guys, man. That's about it. That's what's bad, man. We're a dying sport, bro. That's the reason why I listen to you every day, man, because you're the only place I can get that boxing.
Not me, because I'm the guy that was telling Tank to move up and fight Bud so he could be like Duran. So, you know, in the circles that I talk, we can't call Bud, we can't look at Canelo's resume and say, oh, he moved up, because we look at Duran's resume and say, oh, he moved up and did it. We look at
you know how much they hate on Nello, bro. I mean, every little bit, bro. I mean, so years from now, like I said, if he beats him, bro, you know what they're gonna say. You know they're gonna say he was 147 and moved up. They're not gonna give him credit from years from now. They might give him fake credit right now, but years from now they're not gonna give him no credit for that, bro. Because it's a small guy that moved up.
Somebody could say that to Leonard when he beat Duran. There was a small guy that moved up. It's not his problem.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, Canelo's probably one of the most. We live in the social media era, man, and you know what I mean. Canelo's one of the most hated people in sports. You know, people just don't like him, bro. I mean, go to any social media, Fight Hub, anywhere, and they say we bring up Canelo. 90% of the comments are just talking shit about him, bro.
Yeah,
and they're just gonna talk shit about him. The night he beats Bud's ass, they're just gonna say, "Oh, well, he fought at 147. Why didn't you fight Benavidez? Why don't you fight Benavidez?" And that I'm just saying, I would rather see him fight Benavidez because I want to see that, bro. I think Benavidez has a better chance. And the people say Benavidez, then Crawford, and there's a reason why he ain't gonna fight Benavidez first, because Benavidez is gonna take years off his life, bro. His career. He's gonna take years off because Benavidez is gonna hit him, and he's gonna hit him a lot. Canelo might win, but he's gonna take a beating in that during that fight, man. And it's going to take years off him. So by the time he gets to Crawford after that, there ain't going to be much left of him after he fights Benavidez. So he needs to.
Yeah, that was the bell. But I always said that you got to do the Crawford fight first, because if Canelo loses, no one's going to believe.
60 seconds.
You know, no one's going to want it. No one's going to want it. You know what I mean? But yeah, plenty of callers. We got Charles. What up? Charles, not connecting. Borough City. Trying you again.
Ness,
Yo.
Ness, can you hear me?
Oh, all right, Charles. Burrow, give me a second. Go ahead, Charles. It took you a minute to connect. I
10
thought you wasn't
seconds.
connecting.
My bad. Hey,
Nah, you
shout out to
straight.
you, Ness. Ness, I just tuned in not too long ago. Ness, let me ask you this, man. I got mixed feelings on this because when I look back at the career of Canelo, I say to myself, the man that deserves to, and I don't know if this is Al Haymon or if it's him, but the man deserves to do what he wants. He's fought everybody that the public, pretty much 4 or 5 fighters, like you said, Ness, that the public wanted him to fight. Let me ask you this, Ness. Is it possible, and if I'm far off, don't kill me for it. I'm really asking for boxing knowledge. But is it far off to think that maybe Al, it's like Canelo's going to ride off in the sunset with Charlo and Crawford. Is it possible that Al is clearing that lane for Benavidez to be the new big dog at 168? Why he's not letting him fight Benavidez? Is that possible,
Nah.
Ness? Is he trying to? Well, why do you think he didn't give him that Benavidez fight, Ness?
I mean, it could just simply be that, Canelo don't want it. It's not like it ain't been offered. It was on paper offered at least twice for very high money.
Do you think that's a duck if he don't take that fight, Ness?
Yeah. I mean, eventually, yes and no. It all depends. Like if he gonna fight Charlo and Bud and retire, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But if he gonna keep fighting, yeah, he gotta fight Benavidez, bro.
Well, I think if he retires, I don't think it's a duck. And I want people to think about this. If he retires, there's always going to be somebody for him to fight. So if he doesn't fight Benavidez and he retires, I don't think it's a duck. I just think that people have to look at the scope of what Canelo has done for the sport. And to be honest with you, Ness, I don't have a problem if he don't fight him if he retires. Because there's always going to be a next guy coming up that they're going to always put him against. I mean, the man has had a historic career. He's fought all the top guys. I don't have a problem with him going out with these last two if he goes out. I just don't think people can call him a duck. I have a hard time calling Canelo Alvarez a duck because I just felt like his career is historic. He fought everybody in this. And so I just don't, if he goes out like this, why can't he go out like he wanted to? Floyd went out like how he wanted to. And I'm not comparing Floyd to him, but when does the guy deserve to do what he wants to do? You know what I'm saying, Ness? I mean, I don't know if you agree with that, but I'll hang up. But
Nah,
I don't
I
think
hear
it's
you.
a
I
duck.
mean, like, I hear that in theory, I hear what you're saying. Like, he's done enough where he ain't got to do no more, and it's his time to do what he want. Kind of like the same shit Bud Crawford fans is saying, right? Like, oh, he ain't got to fight Jerron. He looking for big fights now. So, same could be said about Canelo. Like, he ain't got to fight Benavidez. He looking for, big fights that don't mean he gonna lose a piece of himself. But let me get to Art. What up?
Ah, my nigga, I was still in here.
Oh, my bad.
Oh shit. Hold on, Art. Go ahead, Burrow City.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what, bruh? I done sat down and thought on it. I done looked at the measurables. Bud gonna beat the shit out of Bud gonna beat the shit out of Canelo. Feet too slow, hands too slow. And I don't think that power gonna be a problem, man. I think he gonna be eating too much, bro. I think he gonna be getting caught with some serious shit. I don't. Y'all might say Bud don't got the power, but
I had to think on it, bro. And I was talking to my partner about I like on some shit. I remember at one time when they offered Bud. I mean, they offered Canelo. Wasn't it like Earl Spence and Charlo for like 45 million or some shit like that? Then or either Benavidez for 55 million. Didn't they offer that fight up one time?
Which fight, bro?
But they offered Spence. They offered Spence the Canelo. I mean the Canelo the Spence fight one time, right?
Canelo to Spence fight, of course, at
I,
164.
yeah, one. Yeah, over there out of catch weight. Yeah, yeah. And I'm thinking in my head, like I remember at that time, I'm thinking blindly, like, bro. And if I go over, I got my five, but I'm thinking blindly, like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, Spence a little bit more fundamentally sound, and what I mean. I like Spence over Canelo, and after seeing what Bud did to him, it wouldn't be too far fetched, man. Like Canelo ain't a big 168 pounder. He a nigga coming up in weight. Like, I mean? He ain't the big, he ain't like, a nigga 220 walking around, 215 cutting down to 168. He more of a 190 type nigga cutting down to 168. You see what I'm saying? 185, maybe 190. I don't know if he getting too big in between fights. I don't, and he not really bigger, like he thicker, no homo pause. He not really just flat out bigger than Terrence. I could really see Terrence giving them problems, man. He ain't tracked down Charlo all that good. Charlo just ain't good, ain't great fighting backwards and wouldn't let his hands go. Ain't got that dog in him. Bud gonna be, we already know Bud gonna have the speed edge. We know Bud got the better feet. We know his counter's gonna be sharp. He always hit you with some shit you don't see. Like, you fuck right around and Canelo might fuck around, have himself in some shit. I ain't too sure about Jermall. Cause I just don't know what Jermall I'm getting, man. But I really think Jermall could make that a rough ass fight for as long as it lasts. But if Jermall lose, Jermall get knocked the fuck out. Cause he don't move like his brother. He kind of stand his spot, stand his ground, and he there to be countered with hard shit back. So I don't know, but I know one thing. He could put some power. Like, you fuck around, he take these fights, and you ain't got to worry about David Benavidez because his ass will be in a rematch clause some goddamn where. Then he going into the sunset after he get his ass served up. the what y'all call him? The black execution. The Canelo red ass, man. I'm telling you, I'm rocking with Bud, and I bet something on it. We ain't gotta do too much back and forth on it. All you gotta do is hit me on this shit, and we can lock something in. I bet something on it, man. And that's my call. I'm gonna wait to see who called in and talk shit, and I'll be back.
All right, Art.
What's good? What's good, Nick?
Chilling.
Man, I'm not gonna get on my soapbox about Canelo ducking or this and that, or you know what I'm saying. He fought all these fighters. He don't want to fight Benavidez. Just drop the belt. You know what I'm saying. Y'all's comparing him to Canelo to Floyd. You know what I'm saying, on their way out. But Floyd, when Floyd won belts, he'll drop the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying. He wasn't holding up the division. You feel me? So Canelo just need to get on his Riddick bow. Hey, I don't want to fight Benavidez. I'm letting the world know I don't want to fight Benavidez. I'm putting this title in the trash. Boom. Now we can move on. You feel me? You ain't gotta hold the division up. You feel me? Because this man done earned his shot. He been mentor for 2 years, 3 years. Because Canelo fought his last WBC mentor Caleb Plant,
Yep.
and that was 2019 or was that 2021?
Yeah, but
I forget. It was like COVID.
Caleb Plant was unification. Canelo's last mandatory was Yeardom, and then the other one, and that was WBC. Then the other one was Ryder, and that was WBO.
That's what I'm saying.
He still got that IBF out there, and they don't fuck around. I don't know when that is. They ain't announced that, but
Y'all don't know who number one in the IBF.
William Skull, the Cuban.
William Skull. Okay.
He just ain't popular. Okay. Nobody know that motherfucker.
Yeah, but we going off timeline. Benavidez been, you know what I'm saying, number one contender for a long time. So you can't be undisputed if you're not defending You know what I'm saying? Defending your belt. That's the sport built on mandatories. The greatest champs that came through the ranks and won the belt off mandatory. So you gotta respect that. If you don't, you just gotta drop the belt, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You can fight your big fight, but just keep the division moving. That's my call.
All right. Knight Hendricks. You. I got Leo with a $5 super chat. He says, Maul the 9th undefeated champ. Bud the 10th undefeated champ. Canelo will face Trout, Mayweather, Liam Smith, GGG, Callum Smith,
Yo, you can
Saunders.
hear me now?
I hear you, Knight.
Alright, man. Shouts out to the Boxing Boys. Shouts out you, Danny, whole squad. This Canelo hate is real, man. I don't know why. The hate for Canelo is so real. And to speak on the Lubin thing, that's what old dude was talking about. Ness, he talking about on Mill City Boxing. Shouts out to Haymon Mill City Boxing. Always getting Devin an underhand compliment. Like I don't know why he hate on Devin either. A lot of these platforms hate on Devin. But yeah, Shakur Granddad was on Mill City Boxing, did an interview, and he was talking about a slap that happened during the Olympic trials. I guess Devin supposed to have been 14, 15 years old, and Lubin supposed to have been 19 to 18. Like, come on, man. You got basically a grown ass man slapping a teenage child. Like, and then at the time it
He
posted
said teenage child. You out here.
for real, like if at the time Devin was supposed to have been like 14 to 15, man, when it happened. Like, come on, at the end of the day, I mean, that's still a teenage child, man. No matter how you look at that.
Mm.
And because in the state of Georgia, once your ass turns 17 years old, in the state of Georgia, you're considered an adult. So you're going, if you do some shit or anything, your ass going to big boy jail. No more juvenile in the state of Georgia at the age of 17. So your ass grown here at 17. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like, that's some bullshit. And then Shakur granddad trying to get a dub off that. Like, nah, why don't you talk about why your grandson didn't take 25% to fight for undisputed, and he would have had a chance to punch Devin in the mouth instead of talk about a slap that happened when he was a kid. Like, come on now. But the Canelo hate now, it's crazy how people saying they don't like this Charlo fight, but correct me if I'm wrong, Ness, but when Charlo was the Mando for Canelo, wasn't Canelo ducking him?
Yeah.
And wasn't people saying they need Canelo to fight Charlo, or Canelo fight this person, that person? Like, it was Canelo fight Charlo because you ducking. Basically, you drop your belt, you duck Charlo. Now it's Charlo ain't shit. Charlo this, Charlo that. Damn, what is it? That's because he whooped his brother ass? Like, that's Jamel. That ain't Jamal. That's Jamel. Jamel was never in the picture. Jamel just opened his mouth, and Canelo was like, I'm gonna shut that motherfucker. So I don't get that, man. Like, in the Crawford thing, like y'all keep talking about,
Champ,
oh,
that's the
Crawford, Crawford.
bell. Ortiz.
Yo, ¿qué pasó, Ness?
What up, Ortiz?
Yo, man, fuck. Dude, this dude, like, he's trying anything not to fight Benavidez, bro. I mean, you're telling me, Ness, you would rather see Canelo fight Crawford, a welterweight, who came from lightweight. You're telling me you'd rather see that fight versus Benavidez? Is that what you're telling me, Ness?
Yeah, man, I like that fight, bro. I mean, you know, Crawford has shown us a unique set of skills, has he not?
I mean, and you really okay. Let's come at this. Let's come at this at a different perspective. You really think Crawford has better chances than Benavidez does?
I never said that.
I mean, so you're saying he doesn't?
Never
I mean,
said that.
what are
What?
you?
What?
Okay,
So
well,
wait. So
well,
you're
that's what I'm
trying to
asking.
get.
That's what I'm
So
asking
wait.
now.
So you're trying to get Canelo beat? Is that what you're looking to do?
No, I'm saying I want to see a competitive fight, and Crawford is not a competitive fight. We
Okay.
already saw Jermall,
Okay.
who was bigger than Crawford, who's bigger than Crawford, who never came from anywhere. He started at 154 and came up 168,
Let
and
me
he
ask
had
you a question.
better.
Was you picking Jermell to beat Crawford or not?
No, I
All
wasn't.
right
But I
then.
was rooting for him.
All right then. But that's all that matters, though. So why you
So
calling
we're trying
in?
to say
I'm trying to say that you're calling in fake surprised about Jermell losing when you yourself was picking Charlo to beat Jermell.
Charlie beat Jermell. What?
Excuse me, I said that
I'm
wrong.
saying
Crawford to beat Jermell. I said that last part wrong. Is you yourself were picking Crawford to beat Jermell. So how could you be fake surprised that Jermell didn't do nothing with Canelo, and now call in and say, "Oh, he's bigger than Crawford and he didn't do nothing," but you also were picking the smaller Crawford to beat Jermell?
when was I picking Crawford? I
I
mean, I don't even
just
remember that
asked
shit. Did
you
I say that?
right now. I just literally asked you. I
I
said,
mean, well, besides
I
that, I
asked
mean, that's
you.
something else. But
I asked you. I
both
said,
those
"Yo,
both
who
those
did
niggas
you
don't
have
have a
winning the
chance.
fight?"
Which fight? Canelo?
No,
Mel?
never mind, bro. Just go ahead. Continue
No,
your
anyways,
call.
wait, but you told me that if Benavidez, if Canelo, you told me if Benavidez wasn't a part of this 3-fight deal, that was a clear duck. And now, there's reports with Crawford,
I mean,
So this is
until we
clearly
see
a
the
duck.
third fight, we don't know what's going on, bro.
I mean, would you say it's a duck
This
though
is
if he's not the
Chava.
third fight?
This is Chava. This is Chava
I mean,
reporting.
it's ESPN. It's
ESPN
ESPN.
Chava, exactly. So, right now, this is where it's
So,
at. But
it's true.
right now, this is where it's at. But the truth of the matter is, it can change. It can change. The truth.
Yo,
Yo.
yeah, man. Shout out TBV. You've been on here for a little minute as you grinding. You feel me on your shit, but you know, I just gotta address some with you, Ness. You feel me? You came on the back call the other day talking about we was fanboys because we was talking about what Crawford wanted was going with his next two fights after the Spence fight, and it's like now, and you saying Canelo could do whatever he want to do, and you caping for the Crawford fight. And you rejected JP's suggestion that there might be a deal outside of the rematch clause, but it's seeming like wouldn't if Bud and Canelo be fighting, wouldn't that be him still signing the PBC?
Nah, that could be a brand new deal, can it not?
I know, but I'm saying wouldn't that be him still signing the PBC though?
I mean, that would be a new deal, though.
Okay, well, we'll have to find out that information, but I'm just saying. I mean, you feel me? It's just a little contradictory. But how we still caping for like I'm
How
confused
is
with
it
y'all boxing fans.
contradictory
Motherfuckers
to
will keep
use facts and give you articles? How is that contradictory? And video. You forgot that
No,
I
no, no,
also
no, no.
gave
It
JP the video.
stands what it is right now type shit. It stands what it is right now, but we don't know if
No,
you feel me. They
no,
might
no.
renegotiate the deal.
No. You called in and acted as if I made up the fact that Crawford had a one fight deal. I provided you video
No,
evidence.
no, no. I say because you was calling us fanboys for saying that Crawford might have fights outside of because I was saying he fighting on PBC, so it's gonna be one of their fighters. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, but we couldn't assume that without a deal.
Mm. Well, it's still looking like it's still we don't know. You feel me? If Crawford part of that Canelo deal, we don't know. It could have been in the contract. You feel me? That he might have another fight outside of the Spence fight. But regardless, I don't want to stay on that too long. I'm still confused. Like motherfuckers, like I don't know. I've been learning, and it's like motherfuckers want one day they want to say, "Oh, y'all moving up motherfuckers for Tank," and now Canelo moving up another brother. And I like to play devil's advocate because at the end of the day, we know that it was probably going to be the first Charlo. It was probably going to be the big Charlo fighting Canelo the first time anyway. But he was not in the good frame of mind to be fighting. So motherfuckers can't complain too bad. But at the end of the day, it's just like, y'all really think this shit is going to be a competitive fight? I don't want the Bud fight, but I prefer that. Being real with me, like, that's just me.
I prefer the Bud fight. I never wanted the Charlo fight. I want Charlo to fight Munguia.
So, but so you okay with him not taking Benavidez? It's just I'm not liking what I'm hearing.
I mean,
Too many motherfuckers okay with him not taking Benavidez.
I mean, it all depends. He got until his 12 months for the mandatory, so he ain't avoiding nothing. Is Devin ducking Sandor? Like, I don't see y'all hounding Devin to fight Sandor.
But Devin ain't been at the division for multiple years though, so let's not even try to compare
It don't matter. Timeline is timeline. Mandatory is mandatory. I mean, you want one dude to follow by the guidelines, but you ain't hounding the other to follow the guideline. I'm pretty, confused.
I want Devin to take the Sandor mandatory. Stay active. Fuck it. I'm okay with these motherfuckers staying active.
But you're not saying he ducking because he ain't mentioning Sandor's name or giving you a date or a venue.
But Sandor is not somebody I realistically think don't give him.
So basically, you saying the rules only matter when it matters because your favorite fighter is getting an opportunity.
No, I already told you. I said I wanted him to fight Sandor regardless. I'm just not pressing it. I would want him to fight Sandor.
All right, so that's my point, though.
You can't go. You can't keep on.
The other, though. You pressing one,
you said
not
what?
the other, though.
Okay, Ness.
I mean, are you pressing one and not the other? Yes or no? You just literally said that.
What's wrong with, like I said, I want Devin to take the fight. I would want Devin to take the Sandor fight. I don't know what you're trying to say.
But you're pressing Canelo to take the fight.
But he hasn't been at the division for multiple years. It's a difference.
What is the difference?
You can't compare the two.
They both are under the guidelines of the mandatory challenger, man, and the time frame. Like, stop trying to confuse boxing.
You was just saying Benavidez did everything he had to do. Yo, I'm not about to do this. Regardless, we have motherfuckers like Baby Joker talking shit.
Homie.
Wait, hold on. Let me just spit this bar real quick because we have motherfuckers like Baby Joker talking shit that Boo Boo Andrade move up from 160. Hold up. Boo Boo Andrade move up to 160 and fought Benavidez and he wasn't shit. So what the fuck is Charlo fighting Canelo? I'm guessing he dog shit.
Oh man, nah. You and the last caller, y'all gotta be careful with your comparisons. So now you're gonna compare Boo Boo Andrade, a 2-division champ. One of those belts, I'm pretty sure, was vacant versus Martirosyan, maybe, or somebody like that, Brian Rhodes or some shit. But to Crawford, a 2-time undisputed champ. Like, you guys really show your true colors. You know what I'm saying? You show who you are and when you started watching boxing. Like, yeah. Boo Boo Andrade just moved up and got jacked up. So Crawford, because every fight is the same. And certainly, Boo Boo has showed you the skills of Crawford. He showed you that for all these years. Like, bro, you wildin'. Then you didn't even answer my question. You know what I mean? But whatever. I love this shit. I'm here. I'm here for this shit. Let me see who's next, though. Let me get to this this super chat. Y'all trying to play my man Leo out. He said, Maul 9, Bud 10, undefeated champs. Canelo will face Trout, Mayweather, Liam Smith, GGG, Callum Smith, Saunders, Plant, Bivol, Mel, Maul, Bud, 11 sitting champs, 2 undisputed champs. But the 2 undisputed champs is only if he beats Crawford, and the 10th undefeated champ is only if he beats Crawford. Bodie, and that's from the BX. $5. He said, did Mosley go up 3 divisions to beat Oscar? No, he said, didn't Mosley go up 3 divisions to beat Oscar? Crawford can win. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. They just mad. They just mad that history is repeating itself, and they don't want Crawford to do what other people have done before him. Leo in H Town, 5'7", Canelo, too big for guys that naturally walk around at 180 and up, and are 5'9", 6 feet, but is the perfect size for a 6'2" Benavidez that walks around 200 plus. Yeah, bro, you wasting your time trying to make logic unless all you want to do is like call their hypocrisies, because that you're doing a great job of. But if you're seeking logic from them, it's not gonna happen. Feach, what up? I got calls with a $2 cash app. He says, "Sup, bro? You picking Bud?" I gotta see the weigh-in. I live in Vegas too, right? I get to see who Bud is gonna be sparring. I gotta see the weigh in. I gotta see how he gains that weight. You know what I'm saying? The thing is that you guys are surprised, but like for one, he's been sparring Steven Nelson all his life, and now he has been sparring uh, Lester Martinez, who we was about to get to see how great he really is versus Lonnie B. Hopefully that fight gets rescheduled. Feach, unmute yourself anytime now.
Yo, yo, yo.
What up? What up? What up?
What's the word with these niggas mad at Canelo fighting, going for the big money fights? I mean, Benavidez not it right now. The pay-per-view's not showing it. Nobody wants to. Ain't no Andre and Benavidez did like 60K, right?
That's the report, man. Unfortunately, these
That's
dudes
the
want fights but don't buy fights.
yeah. They're not buying it. I fuck with Benavidez. I think he stops Canelo, but he and on some business shit. That don't make sense business wise, but that is a good fight. But I think everybody underestimated Charlo, man. Charlo get a nice little camp. He might be cooking with grease. You never know, man. He can't win. Hey, nah, look though, man. You never know, man. Charlo, Jermall, he bigger than Jamel, naturally, so that's still gonna be a good fight. So people just gotta appreciate it, man. Charlo undefeated at the end of the day. He like 32-0, 31-0, some shit. And Bud, you already know that's not even a 50-50 fight with him and Bud. Bud gonna beat him the fuck up. I'm gonna be the first one to tell y'all that right now. And that's what makes the fight so interesting, because we don't know who gonna win. I mean, real niggas know who gonna win, but at the end of the day, we still gotta appreciate what's going on, and the fights is gonna happen naturally, man. That's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? And that's all I gotta say about that. Shout out to TBV and 2024, man. Just grab y'all popcorn. This shit about to be lit. But y'all gotta pay for the fight. Stop bitching. You feel me? Everybody bitching about that Zoo and that Thurman fight. But nigga, Zoo is on a come up right now. He needed Thurman right now. You feel me? Thurman gonna be that sacrificial lamb. But everybody mad because it's on PBC. But you gotta respect it, man. Like, you gotta respect it, man. As the fight go on, as it gets closer, everybody gonna be tuning in, and everybody gonna be making videos and what's gonna happen, who gonna win, who gonna lose. Just gotta
Ain't
keep that.
nobody mad is on PBC. We mad is the other acronym that we mad at. PPV.
What? Oh, pay-per-view. Bro, it's 2024, bro. It's 2024, bro. Like, we gotta accept these things. Boxing is getting big. It's blowing up right now. Y'all don't see it. Boxing ain't what it was in 2013 and 2015. It's bigger now. You feel me?
Say what?
It's blowing up, man.
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm spending more. My DAZN subscription, damn near $300. I feel like one of them football dudes that I don't even know. So anybody football out here, they got you them little football packages. Tell me how much you paying, cause I know my DAZN like 250 right now, but that shit about to change. Then I'm paying pay-per-views every month. I mean, I don't know what he talking about. How the fuck is it bigger? It just feel like we paying more bread out the pocket. Nike Hendricks counterpunch.
Shouts out to the boxing voice. Hey man, I just did a little research. Everybody keep talking about Canelo Benavidez. Do you know Canelo's biggest opponent was Callum Smith? You know how tall Callum Smith is?
How tall?
6'3". 6'3". Canelo is 5'8". Do you know how tall Benavidez is?
Wait, you sure Canelo not 5'7"? Cause H-Town been saying 5'7" all fucking day.
It depends on his box rate saying 5'8". I mean 5'7", 5'8". Depend on what they give them. I say even if you give him 5'8", right? Then the Vides is 6'2". 6'2". Struggles to make 168. He's really a fucking cruiserweight. Nobody ever called him a weight bully. But Canelo, a weight bully. Canelo cherry picks. He do all this shit. But he's an undisputed champ. Defended it 3 times. Unified champ. Like, I don't understand the hate for Canelo, man. It is crazy, man. Like, this is crazy. They just want to serve Canelo up to the fucking wolves. Give him Benavidez. Give him the young 26, 25, 26-year-old who can just punish him and beat the shit out of him. Canelo ain't never did nothing for us. They forgetting about all these title defenses and title bouts and good fights Canelo done put on, man. Like, damn, like, the man at the end of his career. If he don't want to fucking pass the torch by getting his ass whooped, oh fucking well, man. Benavidez need to do his Devin Haney thing and find his own route. Like, you been chasing Canelo for too long, man. You too damn big. Your ass should have been moved up to light heavyweight. That's the same shit that people were saying about Dev. Like, you been at 135 too long. Dev finally moved up after he got that Loma fight. He was chasing his Loma fight for a while. Benavidez has been chasing this Canelo fight for too long. Shit, Canelo came from 154 up to 168, and you've been chasing him. He dropped his belt on the scale or whatever. Canelo became undisputed. Then now he's still chasing Canelo after becoming a 2-time champ at that division. Like, come on, man. Like, find somebody else to fight, man. Go up, fight Better Beeve or Bivol, or go to cruiserweight. Try to take fucking Usyk belts. Something, man. He's too damn big to be at super middleweight. Like, he young too. His time up there, man. Everybody want to be. He's scared of Benavidez. Oh, Canelo don't want Benavidez. Nah, man. Canelo done fought so many motherfuckers. How he scared of Benavidez? I remember they were saying he was scared of Triple G. Look how he dismantled that man. Come on now.
Hawk, Maryland. Hawk, gotta unmute.
Hello?
Yep.
Yo, Ness. All right, what's up, player?
Chilling,
How you doing
chilling.
today?
I'm good. I'm good. And yourself?
Good, good. I've been sitting online waiting to talk to the Godfather of boxing yourself. Man, let me see, man. This Crawford thing, I was kind of shaky about it till I saw Floyd and Crawford out this roller skating today or earlier today or something. So that I guess it's all a go then. Yeah. So the only thing I'm wondering if Jermall Charlo fighting him. I'm like everybody else. I wish it was the other fight, but it's what it is. What happens with Charlo once he fight him? What he still keeps that belt?
Yeah, man. We don't know yet, man. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of weird, but yeah, I'm feeling Canelo on that getting two undefeated jumps, and that next fight, the Crawford fight, yeah, that fight gonna be just called pound for pound. That's gonna be the name of that fight. That'll probably be the promotion name for that fight, but because that's gonna be a good one when if they do it. I saw Spence training. That's why I was thinking it was
Jumping
gonna be
rope.
that was
Jumping
gonna.
rope.
Yeah, so I didn't know if it was getting into the training, but I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see. But I like the fights. I don't know the Charlo one. I just hope he come to fight. I hope he come and don't, you know. But I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I can't wait for September if that's going down. I definitely can't wait for that fight. That's like a 50-50 fight. I don't know. I don't know who to go with that one. I can't call that one right off the break. You can't underestimate either one of those guys. But yeah, that one that's the fight. So the Crawford jump. So, but yeah, and that's my call, man. I just wanted to call in on that, man. Damn. So Canelo and Crawford getting it down. Damn. I can't wait for that one. That's my call, Ness.
All right, Hawk. Appreciate you, champ. Looks like we got to everybody. We right back at it tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., getting you through your work day. Right back at you at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 9 a.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Eastern. Catch me on the next one.